All right, sorry, walked away to get a drink and got distracted by other stuff. Oh, Till Kingdom. Hey, mate, I really love your stream and enjoy being part of your fan community. Would you mind helping add me on Discord? No. That has very similar wording to how the emails I get about sponsorships work. General premise. But if you've been around the stream, you probably would have said something more, so yeah. Anyways, hello everybody. Oh, I forgot to do Discord message. There we go. Michael should be down here in a little bit. He got home just as I was coming downstairs. So, just a couple minutes before I started, or before I said anything. There we go. Am I all good otherwise? Yeah, hey, the camera works. I'll double check that ahead of time, but the yeah, that doesn't always mean it actually does work when I hit the button. Anyway, oh, I probably should. Camera's a little far to the side. Hello, Harry. Give Michael a more room. Okay. I don't know why my monitor's got everything kind of small right now, but is that the Easter Island statue? That statue? Oh, I guess maybe it's going with what's on the screen. Oh, yeah. It's actually... Is the top right one like slightly delayed compared to the other one? They're the same camera. But I feel like there's a little bit of a delay. Like maybe a frame. I don't know. Maybe I only can see it because... Oh, no, I'm at 60 as well. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I would think it would just be a duplicate, but maybe it's a frame delay just to copy it to the other camera. I don't know. Anyway, we are going to do more soup work. I really want to get the feel for everything kind of figured out, the lighting kind of figured out, a lot of that stuff. Hello, Sunset. That's kind of what my hope for today is. Very dark and stormy. Could use a little more lemon juice though. I was at a bar, or not, I guess it was a bar and grill at Cider Fest, who's right across the street to the north. What is it? I can't remember. Goolsby's. And I asked them for a dark and stormy because I was just feeling a dark and stormy, and both the waitress and the bartender had no idea what that is, which is kind of weird. I feel like most would kind of know what that is. I had to explain it. And then what they brought me out was like not quite what it is. I think it ended up being more of a ginger ale with a random rum instead of a ginger beer with a dark rum. But whatever, it's sugary drink. It tasted fine. Good soup. It's a good soup. So going into the good soup. Let's go back here. All right, so we need to figure out a little bit more of the detail here. So I added some little like roughness to the wall, but I think before I even do too much more on the wall, having a lot of that gave the three-dimensional level, like it popped things out a little bit, and that's good. But I want to figure out the lighting now, because now that'll kind of show me, like, looking at this, it feels like some of this wall is just too empty. So, because I don't want to have like big empty blank pieces of wall like this. Yes, you could say there's big concrete that would cover the walls, and that's fine. But more than likely, in a place like this, if you even just go to a normal warehouse, there's usually like poles, like infrastructure, like maybe some concrete, like tall support beams that are pulled out a little bit more, that act as kind of more like a king stud or something. There's going to be piping, there's going to be HVAC, there's going to be wiring, there's going to be things all over the walls always. And it's like, technically there'd be lighting above. Actually, that's something I should think about too. I want to make it darker, but I want to make it darker in that the room is big and any lights that are shining down are more spotlight, not encompassing. So we'll definitely put some lights around, have a couple that are burnt out, and the ones that are on are just like centralized to certain things. We'll figure that out. That's what I want to kind of get doing. I do want to, I think, extend this a little bit, because this is kind of just like stop there. Let's get some little, actually, now that I have kind of what I think the camera is going to be, let's just make this a little bit more efficient early. So we're going to look at what we have here, and from this perspective, it does go up to that vat. I could probably get away with not having it there, but it's already loaded. Having another one's not going to be much. I'm just not going to add any extra detail to it. It's just going to be there. But this one doesn't need to be there. So we can get rid of this one. I can probably clear out some of these walls. I'm just trying to increase the performance a little bit, because when I start adding a lot of other stuff, it's going to really start bogging it down. And if I do this now, I don't have to do it later. Oh, Matt. The piping I will leave for now. I'm just going to move it. This other wall I can get rid of quite a bit. It's probably, I could probably get rid of at least these two, but I'm going to wait on the last one. When she actually goes in, there's a chance that I have the camera kind of back out a little bit more, and like a little bit of wider angle. It makes things feel uneasy, and that's good for shots like that. For the liquid, I am going to play with the values a little bit, because I think it's good for. I think the one I have right now is pretty good for close, but I need to figure out what distance I'm going to be playing with, and more than likely it's going to be not much closer than like this, and I feel like it's not as good. Mainly in that this effect, the whooshiness effect, kind of gets more enhanced the further you go away, which means if I start backing off to here, maybe I need to lessen those values a little bit at the top to make it flatter, to make it feel more like real water instead of just like some weird, like it's now this is shoe messed up at the top, so I want to drop those values, but when you're up close like here, it looks great. So this camera for the roof is only seeing it really at the beginning. Yeah, so I can probably get rid of a lot of this back stuff. Anyways, how was everybody's week so far? It's already Tuesday. We got a really busy week this week. It's Friendsgiving coming up this weekend, and I just figured out today that apparently I didn't get the email from work that Thursday is our supposed to be our work all hands, where they like rent out a large hotel space for like the whole company, so it's like hundreds of people that go there, and then they talk about the year. They give they have a comedian. They choose somebody from like America's Got Talent or something. They always bring somebody out to do some show. Free food, like good food, and then they do a big giveaway where they give away probably about 70 or 80 things, and they all tend to be tech, like laptops, PS4s, TVs and stuff. I've won once, kind of. Kyle won once. He won a Roku stick. I won an iPad, but I didn't want an iPad, so I gave it to my older sister because she needed one. But their chances of winning are actually like pretty decent because there's so much stuff they give away. But yeah, I didn't know that was this weekend or this Thursday, so usually it'd be next week or something. At least if that person's telling the truth. Dresses, that's what I'm looking for. Don't think I can get rid of the other two. Yeah. That one, wait, actually, this is clipping a bit. Hello.
Whoa. I got something that's not horse. Look.
Oh, well, that came pretty quick.
Entirety of Dragon Ball Z.
And Blu-ray. It's going to take so fucking long.
Yeah, and then we're going to watch it once and be like, that was fun. And then never again.
Oh, no, it's fun though. It's like, it's like Kyle's wife's big thing is like, which watching Gilmore Girls for her comfort food, essentially. Mm-hmm. This is your comfort food.
It kind of, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I need to get Dragon Ball now.
But oh my god, 291 episodes.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z was pretty long. There's a lot of monologuing.
Ooh. Do I have space?
What do you mean, do you have space? You have unlimited space.
I have 4 terabytes left on the server.
That's nothing. You don't have space. That's more than 4 terabytes.
Well, no, once it's compressed, an episode would probably take up, for an animated, on Blu-ray is probably a gig. So there'd be 291 gigs, so I should be fine.
Okay.
If I didn't compress them,
well, hold on.
Each of these is about 30. No, actually, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot more than one disc in each.
Yeah.
Can I take out the plastic?
You can take off the plastic. I mean, that's something that's going to have to happen if we're going to get on the Plex.
I just want to see one of them. Yeah.
That kind of was the thing with the original series. That's why they made Kai later. It's like, 100 episodes later.
But it was also kind of fun. It was, if it was today, no, it wouldn't have worked very well.
No,
but when you're watching them as they're being created and you're getting one episode at a time, getting just like drawn out stuff, it didn't matter. You just had
and
fun
there's some weird filler stuff you didn't get in the Kai series.
Oh, there's multiple in here. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 discs in each, and a Blu-ray can hold 40 gigs, I believe. But more than likely, this is animated.
Doesn't want to stay. There it goes.
Yeah. More than likely with the animation stuff, if you could press, you can probably lower the quality a bit and be perfectly fine.
I do remember in college, a friend of mine in college had the entire series on VHS, and that's a wall of VHS. The cool thing about it is that each VHS in order made up a huge Dragon Ball Z mural across the wall.
Yeah,
they lined up to form a large picture.
Mm-hmm. I've seen those too. I think Full Metal Alchemist doesn't. It's when you open it up, it has an art. Some of those are nice, but then if you can't find one, or you like have to get it of some different version, then it's a little rough.
The mural.
But also then it's like almost forcing you to make it a display.
No, I mean, if it's going to take up your entire wall regardless. So this doesn't do that, but it is much smaller. Still, like,
it's cool.
It's cool, but now
it's awesome.
Now you got to get Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball Super.
Well, Super is easy. Actually, they're almost the entire thing is at half price books right now.
Yeah.
The problem is Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball is kind of more important than Super.
You can't find. They didn't do a Blu-ray release.
I'm sure they will if they haven't already.
No, if they haven't already, I don't think they're going to. They've done, I think, like 2 different Blu-ray releases of their Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball, no, I can find it on DVD, but even then, it's kind of like not as easy to find compared to Dragon Ball Z.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z was the more popular series, but it's kind of hard to, I mean, I originally watched Z without the context of Dragon Ball. I watched Z before I watched Dragon Ball. But having the context of Dragon Ball does make it more enjoyable when you see the kid who's just getting hit by a scooter turn into somebody who's capable of destroying solar systems. It's a fun journey.
It is a fun journey, but like, I feel like the scaling just gets really weird.
The scaling goes from I can blow up that rock to I can blow up that mountain to I can blow up that planet to I can blow up the universe.
Yeah, it
and
just
Super just gets
weird.
more ridiculous. It goes from super scaling is I can blow up the universe to I can blow up the galaxy to I can blow up all of reality.
Yeah, because there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Like you've already threatened everything.
Well, no, they threatened everything, and then they created multiple universes, and one guy who's capable of just annihilating them with a thought.
Shows what beer was. What kind of beer? This actually isn't beer. It's a dark and stormy. So this is ginger beer, dark rum, and lime juice.
I mean, the show was OP, but it also ran from like 1984 to still running, like technically, because they're going to start new episodes of Super here soon. When you have a show that's been running for 30 plus years, that power scaling is going to get crazy. It's just, it's just inevitable that you have a show running that long.
Pretty good with that one. Yeah, but that's why most shows shouldn't run that long.
Yes.
Any show that runs into that type of time, you're just going to have that issue with actually.
Like One Piece likes to claim it's got more episodes, but that's because they've just been calling it One Piece the whole time. Dragon Ball has Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, which is still Dragon Ball.
Wasn't Dragon Ball GT kind of retcon?
It was kind of retcon, but I think what they're going to do in Dragon Ball Super is have the Dragon Ball GT universe be another universe within Super, so that the Dragon Ball GT universe will be canon within Dragon Ball again.
Did they do
as an alternate universe?
Did they invent the whole multiverse for the sole purpose of just being able to make GT make sense?
I think that's maybe not for the purpose of making GT make sense, but they kind of preluded that 6 universes were erased by Xeno, and then they were brought back by a wish that Android 18 made. Or Android 17 made the wish. He wished for all the universes to come back, and I think one of the universes will be the GT universe. GT is not fully canon. It's part of the sub-canon, but I think the plan is to make it canon again within Super, but as an alternate universe. I don't know that for sure yet, but
I own all of GT, but it's because I was buying them as it was released, so you don't know what it's going to be until it's out. I still remember, I miss the old Hollywood videos where you'd go there and you could see the anime wall, but it wasn't like nowadays where there's like lots of anime everywhere and it's a kind of mix of stuff. It was the stuff that you already all know all about, because it was like all the Toonami stuff, or and if it did have a new one come on there, it was like, oh, wow, there's a new anime. But yeah, it's a good old Hollywood video I miss.
I think my favorite thing with Android 18 is that just the joke where Krillin walks up to Android 18 and is like, hey, how you doing? And she's like, I'm 18. He's like, that's good enough for me.
Is that what he says?
No. It's like a comic strip somebody made. Like, I'm 18. He's like, that's good enough. That's all I need to hear. I do enjoy Dragon Ball. I admittedly have not seen all of the original Dragon Ball. I've seen all of GT. I've seen all of Super up to this point.
I went and watched all of it a while back. I went and did the first episode to the last episode, and that's why I think regular Dragon Ball was just better, because the scaling was more comparable to what a human being can look at, like compare it to. There, when you go from kid has strong punch to destroying them, or causing earthquakes, and like I think you like at that point they said if you continue this you'll destroy the planet or something, but it was just at the borderline that, so it's a scale we can see. I mean, then Z gets into, they have to use numbers because there's no other way to
Master Roshi destroyed the moon like in the first tournament, so there was already some pretty crazy stuff going on.
Oh yeah, I don't think it was it was the first tournament, but there was not the first episode. It was a good ways in.
Yeah, it was the first tournament. Goku turned into the Super Ape thing, and Roshi had to destroy the moon in the middle of the tournament, and the tournament goers were like, freak, he just destroyed the moon. It's not cool.
Can you get disqualified for that?
Yeah, I feel like you should. Like, Roshi's no pushover, and I was kind of happy he got some... He became more relevant again in Super.
Did you still get lots of nosebleeds?
Yeah. They did a whole thing where he tried his best to train himself, to break himself of the habit of dropping his guard whenever there's a pretty girl. And he worked real hard to break that habit, and it lasted all of like 10 minutes when it actually came to the tournament.
Because sexy girl.
Yeah, he was just like, it won't work on me. I've trained myself to not be distracted by such things.
And let me guess, he didn't change his stoic look at all. He stayed staring forward for probably 4 or 5 seconds, and then a nosebleed.
Yeah, then it just all fell apart.
Yeah, because like that's how it normally would be. It's like,
yes. No, but they actually removed an episode into some reruns because to train himself to get off women. He has Poir, the cat, to transform into sexy women, and then he just chased them around for a while trying to resist it.
Wait, is he just getting it out of his system?
I guess he was just getting it out of his system, but it got really, really creepy. Like,
well, yeah, he's a creepy guy.
Yeah, but just like poor Poir, like, finally gets a reason to exist in the universe again, and it's just to be chased around by Master Roshi with a nosebleed. You destroyed my moon. Yes, she's a very upset horse. They actually had another really cute WW Brothers. Y'all know who that is. Released a really cute Luna video.
I saw that there was a release. Normally that wouldn't be a recommendation, but from all of your viewing at the con on my profile.
I'm glad you need to watch more horse stuff. It's very important.
I didn't click it. It just had a recommendation.
You should have watched it. It was adorable. It was a cute little Philly Luna on the moon, acting like a little puppy. So cute. I wonder if the cover art's different on these. Each one. That one's got Android 18 and Piccolo. Yeah, that's Cell and Gohan. No, I remember when GT came out. I was really excited for GT, but I like everything they do in space. If you just got rid of that, it would have been better. All the stuff they did in space was just mind-numbing.
Yeah.
I think they did it on Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where Bardock, it was the Bardock special, and he's looking into the future, and he's just watching the dance from GT, like two aliens are doing in front of his son, and he's just like, "What is this? Oh God, make it stop!" Why does it keep happening? How long does this go for?
I can't remember any of GT. I watched them as they were coming out. I think I have all of GT.
Yeah.
Did I buy them all? I actually don't know anymore.
Are they on VHS?
No, on DVD.
Then why haven't you loaded them? If you have
No, it's loaded.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it did.
I haven't looked for it, I'm going to be honest with you. I have the only saga in GT that's decent is the Baby Saga. Hey, My Little Pony, we should watch that.
Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think I ever remember seeing it.
No, well, yeah, I'll have to. Maybe I thought like not worth it, but now that I think about it, it's still, I would put it on there. I mean, like Final Fantasy Unlimited wasn't that good, but it was also like I enjoyed it. So
I watched a little bit of it for the nostalgia, because I do have a little bit of nostalgia.
Yeah, there's nostalgia for it though. That
it's not good.
Nostalgia lens definitely is very strong.
Yes,
it's yeah.
Dragon Ball Z though, I can put on in the background when I'm doing other things. And it's just really good.
Well, yeah, because you can look over and he's screaming, and then you can go like do things for 20 minutes, come back and he's still screaming.
Now, part of me wants to get Kai as well, but I already have this now.
I see those sometimes too, but it comes down to sometimes buying the collection comes with a slight discount for getting everything compared to buying it individually, even if it's cheaper individually. Like I bought all of Friends,
yeah,
and that's like 10 seasons, and I got it for anywhere from $3 to $5 each, so it cost me about, let's say, $40 for all of it. I found like the incomplete collection somewhere for under 50. So like,
I mean, I had an Amazon gift card that I've been sitting on for a year.
Yeah,
and I used half of that.
Those are nice.
Half of it on this.
The nice box and the nice display of it. That's what I kind of like about those.
Yeah, be nice to the box.
I love this is 9 seasons, but 9 seasons, 291 episodes. That's like, hold on. If they did an episode a week,
no, it took a while.
So it'd be 9. I know, but so if this is 9 seasons, and they had 52 weeks in a year, okay, so it'd mean they'd have to put out one episode every 2 weeks to reach that. Okay, now that I think about it, that's actually not that bad because I think like
I think Toonami had an episode a week.
Stargate SG-1 had, I think, like 200 and something episodes.
But I think on Toonami, I watched a rerun of old Toonami, and they started off when Toonami started. They were doing the Oceans dub. They didn't switch to the Funimation dub until later.
Like even Stargate went 10 seasons, had 214, but that's live action.
Yeah.
And that felt like it went on a long time.
I mean, that's Z. That doesn't even include Dragon Ball, which was also on Toonami. Dragon Ball, I think, was longer than Z. It feels like it was longer. Maybe it wasn't.
It's going to tell me Z. 153 episodes.
So shorter.
It was almost half.
Okay.
But that 153 was slammed into 3 years. Oh no, 4 years.
Yeah, they
so
quick.
That actually is quicker than that than
I think
Z was.
Z had a lot of filler where Dragon Ball did not.
Dragon Ball did not have as much filler. They had for the pretty decent length arcs.
Like we had that whole PyCon like filler arc that's not in Kai. So I guess you get that in the original that you don't get in Kai.
Well, that and Dragon Ball actually covers who the hell the Red Ribbon Army is.
Yeah. They kind of pop up in Z.
I mean, the whole
don't really go into them.
A lot of the characters and a lot of the stuff, it was reliant on information that came from Dragon Ball, and people were just like, whatever, don't care, big explosions.
I did try to figure out if they ever mentioned Dr. Gero in Dragon Ball, but they do mention him, they just never show him.
Yeah, I don't think he does
like
much.
He's like a
what's your drink?
I guess I gotta get drunk with you, I guess. Give me a minute, my stomach's a little upset. I just had pizza. It's like a random. Oh no! Look at that little horse.
She gets dragged around, then she's like, oh, he fell. I haven't done the rest.
What's happening?
She's gonna get pulled into the soup.
What's pulling her?
It's the Hot Wheels.
Oh no, Hot Wheels! They're everywhere.
So we got the thing, grabs the thing and pulls it down.
Is she excited?
Yes.
Yay!
Look at her excitement.
Hot Wheel time. She's like, oh, that's her Hot Wheel face.
Oh, this is Hot Wheels.
Yeah, Hot Wheels. Hello, Autumn.
Does that make this better?
Look at all the Hot Wheels.
Look at, she's happy. He's like,
She's happy. He's like, there's a light on it.
No.
Can you leave it just until you can change it?
No, I do.
It made it so much more entertaining.
It's Hot Wheels.
Look at all those Hot Wheels.
It's Fallout. Hello, Genma.
Yes. Do you see Genma? Do you see what he's animating with
Hot Wheels? It's Hot Wheels. It says Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, not porn.
not. It's Hot Wheels.
No, it's
definitely not anything that might resemble tentacles.
Hot Wheels racers. No, it's I don't know why, but we called it Hot Wheels. We weren't using the other more lewd words.
We couldn't use tentacles anymore because it caused problems.
Yeah, I made weird conversations, so it's Hot Wheels.
So it's Hot Wheels.
No, we're doing this is the video I've been working on since 2019, on and off, that's taking some of the shots from the Ministry Mirrors, the whole book series from Fallout, and this is the one we've been working on. So we have like Twilight overlooking Maripony.
We had long discussions about what colors the liquids in the vat should be.
There, we gotta go do the light limit patch. I'm just gonna refresh it. Yeah, I didn't want to have to do all random colors, but that's technically what it was. But yeah, so this is I have a lot of I have so much still to do in this video. I gotta apparently play with the lighting because it's getting in your eyes here. But
it's the Rainbow. Did you ever read
not the Rainbow Factory,
Fallout Equestria?
Yeah, it's followed Equestria.
I feel like all.
If you haven't read it, otherwise I'll explain anyway. There's memory orbs that Little Pip runs into, and a lot of them provide context as to what happened before the bombs fell. And it was about the Ministry Mares, so the Twilight and her friends, and how things came to be so hellish. And
Twilight gets dragged away by Hot Wheels.
so I guess in this scene, it's at one point. Twilight is working on trying to figure out a way to turn regular horses into alicorns as using as a weapon, essentially, and is developing it using different chemicals and whatever. And Trixie was originally going to be the first official test subject, but when they were going to be giving it to her, that's when the bombs fell, and the whole facility was bomb proof, but doesn't mean things didn't get messed up. And Trixie fell into one of the vats and essentially spent the next 3 days boiling in of alicorn transformation liquid, and became the goddess, which is a reference to the original Fallout. With the master. But when she pops back up as basically ethereal being, she ends up dragging Twilight in to have her join in with the goddess. And so she drags Twilight into the vat as well. So that is what this is. I just don't have anything dragging her yet, because that's going to be more complicated stuff. I want to try to figure out some of the camera positioning. So we were playing around with like ways to make like the water here look like rainbow, because it's supposed to be like a rainbow liquid. So this is we have kind of like a rainbowy whatever, because anything I could do that actually colored the top layer just made it look like an oil slick and not really rainbow.
I imagine it is a rainbow oil slick.
Yeah, but there's really no easy way to make it patchy like that.
Yeah.
That was difficult. This was ending up being one of the better options, because then it still looks kind of ominous, but it doesn't really matter because most of these shots you're not going to be seeing it anyway. You're just going to kind of see the background. This camera is going to go to like kind of here, and to show it's going to be like her just going over the edge and just about to be pulled in, and then it's cutting anyway. The whole video is long, but I'm doing this is like one giant scene build for which actually ends up being like 9 seconds or 7 seconds.
I still have to send him the armor for the female models and make the armor for the male models. The one's done. Just need
Again, this video is not going to be finished for probably another 5 to 6 years.
I'm just reminding myself every time.
No, they already did a storyboard with it. So we did one at the beginning with this whole scene. I just have to like beef up the shots because they're really rough. There's Rarity at her desk. There's the Mare Pony. That's what these are.
Yeah.
I still have a couple shots to plan out what I want to put there. Apple Snack doing a murder. Fluttershy doing her speech, the soul splitting, the zoom into the picture, and then it's the whole reverse shot. That one's actually basically done, except the figuring out how to get it to do the picture shattering. Happy Old Times, that's also going to be a lot of work. That actually, though, if I really wanted to cheat that, I could just take shots from the show and make it black and white.
You could first season.
Yeah, like a lot, because I feel like it actually would work in there. If I did black and white with like a really strong vignette around the outside, I could probably make it work.
Because I think the cutoff point between the main series and Fault Equestria is somewhere mid season 2.
These ones I haven't planned yet. This is one I'm working on right now. That one we already got. Trigger getting into the vault. Rarity at the windows is mostly done.
That scene's
and
done.
then that one, yeah, that one is the only one that's done, and I just haven't rendered it out as a video yet. Yeah, so it's long, but that's why this is kind of just something we work on the side. But a lot, like this is basically done. This is basically done. Because like even that, like, hold on, it's actually a pretty cool shot. Please don't crash. Please. Actually, I say that now, but it doesn't really have to be a worry anymore.
I animated my first video. I'm very proud of it. I haven't uploaded it to the internet yet, but I'm very proud.
Yeah, I have to go through and retime that belt. I want the belt to like the whole point of this part is that the song we're using has a very strong like dong sound with it, and I wanted to have the these coming down with the beat. I just haven't timed it yet.
Is that with her with the new clothes, or is that the old model?
That's the
old model.
Is the old model, yeah.
You can tell by looking at the lips.
Yeah, I'm really proud. Like these, we have this thing's picking up the that not yet because it wasn't outside that, but it's picking up and filling this thing, and then this thing is doing like it's doing some like gluing thing, and this one is doing soldering. So the whole idea is it's because she's the one that developed the armor and stuff that she's it's happening in the background while she's walking through that.
She's inspecting.
And it would be halfway through, it would switch to, because I think it does. Yeah, I get 2 dongs, and I want to have 2 dong whatever's in the background, and then it's supposed to go close camera. Oh, it's off camera.
My favorite part's the horse.
Yeah, there's like I had a ton of these. Like these were all made so long ago. It's just whenever I had nothing else to work on.
It just works on this video.
Yeah. Apparently I have to fix the sky.
What's wrong with the sky?
It's too bright. It's the skybox is set to be self-illuminate, and I just need to turn it off. Yeah, like that one's basically done.
Hey, look at the scooter in the background. That's very important.
The scooter is important. It says it in the story that the scooter is visible.
Yeah.
Fluttershy Nuke is done. I think Colored is done.
Oh, I remember fighting about the color of the bomb. And you're like, it's gonna be difficult to make it green.
But this one, I need to fix the sky card. It's ruining the effect without having. I don't care. Without having the whatever on.
Fix it now.
It's easy. Blue screen. Is it the blue screen I'm using for this one?
I
If this is
fighting with this for a really long time.
No, this is not the blue screen.
Sudden quick fix.
Which of these is the one? Usually I have this open. Oh, whatever. Usually have it open, so that's what I was hoping I could just find it that way. Workshop materials. Actually, this is just Neri. I know this one. And this is Sky 1.
I think this was the shot where we talked about getting the Ministry Mare clothes separate from the main model because you were struggling with the clothes in this shot or something.
No, it wasn't this shot. It was just shots in general. No, because I have this like effect that comes out of here.
Which model was standing there?
Did I get rid of the tentacles?
No, you had they were there. Or did you get rid of them?
Yeah, where's my Hot Wheels?
Oh, yeah.
I think I got rid of them because of the bendability of it was pretty bad, but I probably could do it with the current ones, the ones that I was just using, because the other ones only had 5 bones. The new one has like 13, and that's a lot better.
I got a lot of Hot Wheels in this video.
But yeah, I had to do this shot. Like I wanted it to be bent over, so it's actually like everything's coming over and whatever. And I didn't add a camera shake, but the lighting in here is neat though, because like I was proud of this. So this is an actual animated background for this, like having these little like shockwaves come up, and it's just a flat picture with with just these ring lights. So it's just a light that looks like a ring of like that I just took in Photoshop and turned it sideways, and then I just put a positive light and a negative light ever so slightly away from each other, so that you end up getting this like top part that looks, so the darker side is slightly larger than the brighter light, and it makes this like cloud that looks like it's darker on the back side and expanding. It's actually pretty cool. It's really easy. So this is just literally just lights. So there you can see that's the negative light, and that's the positive light, and you put them together and it creates this actually like pretty convincing ring shadow effect. It turned out way better than I anticipated. I'm really happy about that. But I did this shot, I think I did in 2020 or something. This is like 5 years ago.
Oh, don't say it. Never say numbers. I remember this like it happened a few months back.
Flashlight speech, I think we have. This one's also pretty close to, like, I have a lot of these shots like pretty good. Oh, I need to fill it with horses.
Yeah.
It needs a little bit of touch up because she's a little bit too animated. Because I need to fill this entire audience with
5 years ago, man. 5 years ago used to be a lifetime.
Hold on, I can probably make this worse because I bet you I actually started this before then. When did I start this? So, date modified. Old is probably when they had the original file, so it's probably the one with the best date. Okay, so oh no, I recreated. I did a save as on that one. Megaspell I haven't touched in a while. No, not Megaspell. That's a newer one. Rarity Death, Rarity Death.
I think the oldest one's the Factory.
Yeah, a lot of these are pretty newer on date. The Factory I haven't touched in a while.
I think is the oldest one.
I did a read computer thing. Yeah, so it's giving me like more recent dates. So just when I moved everything over. But yeah. There's that one. The Megaspell is the one's not too much. Pinky Shot's very early. Rarity Death is, I think, is decent stuff in there.
There's the poster you made. It's a very good poster. You should definitely force him to make you look at the poster.
I know I have to. I thought I went back here and added some extra stuff because like the camera's not. I don't have the camera up front. Oh, I think I just did it as a temp thing. So yeah, that's got to be worked on. What else we got here? Soul Split. This one I think is also pretty early. I'm trying to figure out the scenes and then determine capability first. The music's not timed with that correctly.
Well, they make other soul jars besides the ones that are parts of Rarity Soul.
Here's the big fancy one. This is the one that made me rage quit this video because I ran into a lot of technical problems that then got solved because of the Vulcan mod. This is going to be probably crappy frame rate, but whatever. So I wanted to have a scene that looked like it went into the future a little bit and showed like where the world became, and so it's like a whole like frozen in time shot.
My favorite part of this, do you know what it is?
Smooches?
It's the fact that only mares are hurting stallions.
No
mares are being harmed. Very important.
The idea is I wanted to have it come up, hit the picture, and when it hit the picture, I wanted it to launch it backwards and like with a broken frame, and have it be kind of in a void as it kind of shifted to darkness. But yeah, that's, again, I'm trying to get all the planning done. But yeah, building this whole scene build was a bitch because there's a lot in it.
That shot towards the end does make me sad. That one there. Because that mare is super sad. It makes me sad.
Like, we were having issues with trying to get this like dirt on the wall to work, so I just made a texture that was like a transparent dirt and just put that over the walls, and it ended up being way more efficient because I was using negative lights before, and then that just has other problems. So yeah.
No, the mega spell was a amplification spell that they tied to Dragonfire, and Dragonfire is green. So you watch the show to see the color of Dragonfire. Or Balefire, which is also Dragonfire. I think they go into it.
So Applejack survives, and so that's why she's going into the vault. But I wanted it to be where it then comes in close, and just as the door is coming, she turns to walk in as the door comes and closes in front of it. So that was kind of what the bit here was. These are just, I just went and exported images of everything and then just did zooms so I could get an idea as to what everything was looking like. But yeah. What we're working on, I'm trying to actually get some of these shots done, or at least closer to done, and that's where I'm working on the Mary Pony ones. But this file actually has 2 shots. This one has the one, yeah, here. So it's her looking over the things, but then it's also going to be at the end. I just we put together the scene so I don't have the image to put in here. So yeah, it's been rootin' time. Texture saves the day. Yep. So yeah, and actually, if I would have done this scene earlier, I ended up doing or reusing the drag as stuff from Twilight in a different video. So that was handy. I just need to touch it up. Like before, her legs were up higher because she was being dragged from a higher angle, so I had to put that down lower. But then I'm going to have her dragged from a tentacle. Hot Wheel. The reason that I needed, or I'm having the camera from like here, is because, as you would know, again, trying to connect the end of a parent-child like Hot Wheel to the end of a leg, and then keeping them synced together is not easy. It's trying to make sure that they stay together, and any random movement is just not going to happen. So the idea was by putting the camera here, I can just show like the Hot Wheel kind of bent up, but I don't have to show it grabbing anything, meaning I can get away with not having to worry about as much. There's gonna be a little bit towards the end, but I might just have it where I animate her fully and then just block a Hot Wheel pulling her in, so that once it actually has to, I'll just do a frame by frame. But because at that point of her actually being pulled in, it's only going to be a couple frames. So
I feel like I'm saying Hot Wheels somehow made it worse now. Because like, you should have been here when her butt was up in the air with the Hot Wheels. It made things so much worse or better, depending on perspective, with Hot Wheels and horses. Hot Wheels and horses.
That you were really wanting more and more and more of whatever it was that was closer to lewd.
No, I didn't control the fact that lewd was being placed in front of me. I simply
no, it's not lewd. It's Hot Wheels.
Yes, it's Hot Wheels. Lots of rambunctious Hot Wheels.
Why rambunctious?
They're very wiggling for Hot Wheels. All over the place. Big old,
well, you didn't play with the Hot Wheels I played with then.
Okay, it's fine.
Where's your drink?
I need one. I'll be back.
I want like a. It looks like I don't want fluorescent because fluorescent's about spreading light out. I want it pretty direct, so I wanted like a big round light. Michael, you drenched the back of Argo's shirt with drool. Did he? I'll charge him for a new shirt. Like, this would probably work. Oh, my only problem with this is I bet you that this is already illuminated, and I bet you I can't turn it off. Yeah. I saw one up above that I kind of wanted. I wanted one that was not like flat at the bottom. I wanted it open with a bulb at the center.
Oh, Mocha Java. Weird space. I don't know about this one. It sounds good.
How was it?
It's all right. It basically is what it says it is. It's a porter, which I like.
There was one beer it was a milk and cookie stout, and that sounds good until like you drink it. And it's probably not milk and cookies. It's probably beer.
Well, I would hope it's beer.
It's beer.
No,
it's beer.
Oh, I still don't understand. Like,
it was funny.
Every fan, every con. But I didn't even see Saber Spark, I don't think, in the last one.
No, I didn't see him at all.
He stayed hidden in his room.
No, he had events, but I'm guessing outside of the events, he probably is just catching up with friends and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do too.
Yeah.
From like seeing how AC has with people around, would get annoying if you're constantly had people coming up and talk. Generally, it's not a problem, but sometimes you just have places to be, and it can get a little difficult.
I don't think AZ does the video logs anymore.
No, I think he does. He still runs around with the cameras and stuff. He still does the logs. As far as I'm aware, I've never watched a single one of them. I think I've been in a few of them.
Apparently, I was in the news.
Well, you were in the background of the news.
Yeah, like right behind the camera. I probably saw it and just figured it was people doing stuff for their YouTube channels. Didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I didn't remember seeing like any big cameras. At best, it was just like a guy with a small handheld recorder.
Well, and I think some of the news cameras are a little bit like they used to be. They had these big chonkers that were really obvious. Yeah. I don't think they have as much of those anymore. I mean, now you can get just a fancy little camera and make it work pretty good. It's just not going to have the stabilization that TV would want.
Well, I think they can like have artificial stabilization.
No, because it's still going to have problems because you have motion blur and stuff unless it's a very high frame rate or capture rate, and that's not going to look good either. High shutter speed. Normally, it's like even my other one has it. It's inside the lens itself. There's a stabilizer, so it will, any movements you do, it moves the lens itself to counter. Mm-hmm. So then the video itself is more stable. Mine has that, and it's pretty damn neat, and it works really well. But that's what you pay the big money for.
So, Gemma, if you're still there, what have you been up to lately? I see your food videos or food streams from time to time.
He streams every time he makes his weekly food.
Yeah, his 1 weekly meal.
It's not what I wanted to use. No, I don't know where it went. Like that could work, but it's a little weird.
I don't know what you're
That's doing. More for like a light spread. I'm looking for just a downward light. I was hoping to find something better than the one I found, but I didn't. Like, this works. There's no bulb in it, but it doesn't really matter. I can just shine a light in it. I think that would work.
You stream on Sundays, usually, for food and cooking.
Yeah, Sundays.
Do you just look up like a food thing in a cookbook, or do you just cook? So, like, I'm making my meal,
TikTok.
So I'm gonna stream it. I had a guy I worked with. He's gone. Excuse me. Dying. He's gone now. But he went to ChatGPT, asked it what the most nutritious, cheapest mix of foods would be, and then he just made copious amounts of that, which was like frozen bags of some sort of chili. By the looks of it, I asked him what it was, and he's like, "It's stuff." And then it was just like, put it in the microwave for a couple of minutes. Well, you'd stick it in there for like 30 minutes.
Okay, so in situations like that, I don't get Chat GPT and stuff, because if you go anywhere and just search chicken recipes, you'll get tons of recipes. Mm-hmm. And why do you need an AI to go and do that part for you?
He wanted like a cheap but fully like Like, what can I mix together to get all my vitamins and minerals, but cheap at the same time? And he ended up with this concoction that he would just freeze. He made a crap ton of it, froze all of it in bags. And what got me is it was frozen solid. He would stick it in a microwave for 30 minutes and then walk outside to sit under a willow tree while it microwaved. And we all looked at each other as like, you can't just leave a frozen block of food in a microwave for 30 minutes. It will destroy the microwave. And I felt
the outside is going to boil to a hard crisp and the outside is going to be frozen.
it's going to burn up the microwave too before it's done.
Yeah, so you have to mix that shit.
Of course we turned it off and like told him like, dude, you got to figure this out better. But wait, but he'd be gone sitting under the willow tree outside. So he would come back in and be like, I'm sorry, it's not completely unfrozen. We turned it off after about 5 minutes because the only way you gotta either use defrost or you need to stop it every few minutes and stir it. You can't just do that. It'll burn up the microwave. But he would be like, and then just eat it frozen. And
cooking is like, not difficult.
Like, what are you doing, dude? Like, he was just an odd person.
Like, I can understand there are days where I don't want to put time into cooking, but then you can do something quick. But making food and like looking at something and being like, I made this is sometimes just a nice thing. It's a home after being in college where I ate like cafeteria food for a good like year and a half. I got so sick of like pre-made shit. Like I want like a home cooked meal here and there. I'd rather have that than any restaurant food, even if the restaurant does something like home cooked like.
Even if it was fish?
Yes, especially fish, because fish is bad. Fish is evil, Genma.
Fish. Well, fish is delicious. He won't eat fish.
I don't like fish.
You don't like a lot of stuff.
I don't like you.
You said you don't like ribs.
I'm just not a fan of like a big fatty meat.
It's not fatty. You cook the fat off. You got all the fat.
There's a lot of fat on there. It goes
into the potatoes. The salmon is so good. It is. I love salmon.
Random recipe sites are full of ads and often use ingredients that you don't have the money or access to the supply of, and require the use of kitchen machines you don't have or can't afford. I've actually never ran into that. Almost every recipe, it's like, do you have a pan? And do you have general access to groceries? Like one I had recently, I needed sherry wine. Like that, I needed like a second trip somewhere to find, but I was also not making that for dinner. I was making that for a special thing. So I went a little more fancy on it. But like almost every recipe I have is just some mix of standard things I can get at a grocery store. I've never really had a problem with it. And cheers, Starfire.
Now, I wish I knew exactly what that guy was eating so I could better describe it, but I don't think even he knew if it had a name. It was just a random mix of stuff that he would freeze. Because
it's called three-way.
told him to. You know, that's a signature food of an entire
if you say people,
tri-state area.
Okay. It is the food of my people.
It kind of is the food of my people. And it's delicious. We all have 3 ways together. It's great.
Yeah, and I have to call it Hot Wheels.
Everything is Hot Wheels now. Whenever you're feeling good and hungry, it's Skyline time. It's a good song.
Okay, I don't think I have to go over this far.
I use AI to pretend to talk to Rarity. Yeah, I get that. That's what I want in the kitchen. He said he could set up a screen in the kitchen and it could just be Derpy and she could like say hi and have conversations, but he hasn't done it yet.
I said I could, and then you seemed uninterested, so I just didn't bother.
I'm very interested.
No, you didn't.
No, you do it.
No, the idea was I could set up a home assistant.
Yeah.
And have Derpy be the one you talk to run things.
Yeah.
But you didn't seem interested enough. Not for the amount of effort it would take.
You're gonna put in all the effort, so I'm super interested.
But I could definitely be like, Derby, can you turn the lights on? No.
Yes,
Derby, turn the lights on. I hate you. You're not my real dad.
I'd so be happy it's Derby though.
She'd be like, I'm gonna go away now, and she just walks off screen.
No,
Derby won't bye-bye.
I know the other day I streamed games, but depends. Sometimes art. Does the art include horses? Like sometimes, maybe. I like those.
We do Sunday games.
Expedition 33 right now, which I am so far. I like the premise, and I'm curious to see where they go with it. I've seen variations of it done before, but they've definitely taken it as somewhat unique.
They've
got a fair bit of uniqueness to it.
They've definitely put a lot of time into making things like they're putting a lot more time into the narrative. Like they made interesting gameplay, but they definitely like really tried to go for like the emotional feel on stuff by putting a lot of extra time into certain scenes that they probably didn't need to, but by doing so it felt more real. Like the whole like scene on the dock and stuff was really well done.
Again, I feel like people leave the Brony fandom in the same way a Muppet might leave the Sesame Street to go live in like this downtown suburbia, and they can live in their little suburban house, and they can like have a normal 9-to-5 job and kids and wife, but it never changes the fact that they are a Muppet.
You sound like that song, like with my beautiful wife, my beautiful yard.
Yes. It's like,
I forgot the name of that song.
It's like every time you hear the word rarity, a small like spark triggers in the back of your mind. And that doesn't affect normal people, but bronies. Doesn't matter how far you've moved on, it's always gonna be like, oh, every time.
Bull.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you don't hear the word rarity or Twilight, and it just doesn't trigger something deep within you.
Michael, that's just admitting to serious psychological issues.
Yes, it's all bronies.
I believe that's called psychosis.
Yes. This is my G5 crush. She is too cute. Well, they are pretty cute. Same as I ever was. Same as I ever was. Just keep writing it on a chalkboard. Same as I ever was. Same as I ever was. I'm normal now. I'm not a brony. I got better. Always a flammable sock with googly eyes. 'Tis a fleeting moment, but that moment's there. Look, you get to watch this horse get attacked by Hot Wheels. That's enjoyable.
I was hoping that it would
Once in a lifetime for the talking heads.
shine through the little holes. It does not.
Yeah, but they actually are starting the comic series back up with Boom Comics. I'm very much looking forward to a new G4 content too. It's Twilight and Friends. And a movie's supposedly coming out, but there's very little information on it other than it's going to be Amazon MGM Studios making it. And that it's going to be live action, which seems like a mistake.
Trying to figure out.
Did you guys continue? I watched all of G5. I've never seen a show collapse so hard as G5 did.
Well, it was kind of written on the wall when their first couple episodes were like that trashy.
Like, they came into the middle of a season and just halted it in mid-production, and there was just so much half-finished content that got leaked by the staff and studio after the fact. It was crazy. It went through 3 animation studios in, what, 3 years? It went down burning, G5 did. They're licking their wounds and trying to put it back together.
Question, is this for you?
Sure. I don't know whose that is. If it's in the other than the nut one, you can have I think anything.
Cool beans.
Say hi to Genma.
Hi, Gemma.
Hello.
He's Autumn.
Yes.
What's up?
He's the tall man.
Hello, Atom. He says.
Hello. How are y'all doing? Hope everything's going fine and these two are being entertaining.
No,
No?
we're just playing with Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, that's pretty entertaining though.
Yeah.
Yes.
You remember
It
when
is.
we did the Hot Wheels game at Dave & Buster's?
See,
I love the Hot Wheels game with Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
Describe the Hot Wheels game more. No.
yeah.
Yeah, you just mash the button and you go forward and you just see who mashes and who crashes. It's awesome.
Yes,
I
mashing
won one.
and crashing
It was
the Hot Wheels. You won one.
I did.
Did you take it home?
No.
Do you still play with it?
No.
Oh, disappointing.
It's very lonely.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I mean, like I won the game. I didn't. I don't own the game, bro.
Yeah, there's no long-term commitment.
Aw.
No.
Well, you have to have fun with the Hot Wheels while it
Good
lasts.
to see you. Good to see you too, Sunset. Howdy. Michael, are the Hot Wheels collection?
Our keyword for tentacles is Hot Wheels.
You fed it to the tentacles? Why don't I feed it to the tentacles? Oh, hey, look, it's that thing. Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, so then we don't have to call it tentacles.
We call them Hot Wheels.
I'm calling it Hot Wheels.
Oh, those are Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
so
you're-
mashing and crashing into Twilight.
And we're bringing it home to work it.
You taking your tentacle, playing with the tentacles.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Oh, okay,
Sorry.
did I take the tentacles home? Yeah, I did. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you love playing with
fun.
Hot Wheels, Michael?
Man, you know, I'm looking for a Hot Wheel of my very own, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Mm.
There's a website. I think it starts with has something with dragon in it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
I
dragons.
hear it's kind of bad for
It's
you.
bad Hot Wheels.
Bad Hot Wheels.
Bad Hot Wheels. Okay, but like you're kind of selling them on like a Hot Wheels variant for Christmas. You know? Open up. Oh my god, I've been a Hot Wheels since I was a kid. Different type of Hot Wheels.
I don't know which one's the different type anymore.
I loved Hot Wheels when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even
I watched Little Mermaid, and when the villain came on, I was like awakened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw her Hot Wheels, it was great.
Her Hot Wheels. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kink.
What was her name? I forget.
Ursula?
Ursula, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah. Good bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the twerking derpy emote. That's very good.
Everyone likes a
He's
twerking
spinning
derpy.
Hi, it's
Everybody's a
Fun
bum
Bun.
bum.
Yeah, she's not amused by my
She's
bringing
not.
up of Ursula. Very nice. What have you been up to these days? Let's see. It's just been mostly busy editing for YouTubers, specifically in the Yu-Gi-Oh sphere. So it's been nice. I've got a project I got to work on tonight. This will definitely help. But
Yes, alcohol will make you more productive.
yeah. So it's been all right with that. And then other than that, just got more stuff within this week lined up. I haven't had a chance to hit up locals though in a hot minute because of it, but hey, still doing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I'm just not getting to play it. Yeah. Aside from that, just getting ready to go home for holidays and visit the folks for 2 weeks. So it'll be a good time. I'll also just be able to be remote tapped in to work on stuff for people anyways.
I'm not looking forward to going home for the holidays. I gotta buy gifts.
Yeah,
I'm buying
I gotta get
vacation.
gifts too. Although for my folks, it's
Have you tried Hot Wheels?
I bought myself this.
Dragon Ball Z, midlife
Yeah.
crisis detected.
Wow.
If his midlife crisis is one entire series on Blu-ray, like he's the cheapest midlife crisis. Like, good on him.
Have you seen this guy?
No, but good on him. Like, it's not like a sports car or
My
something.
midlife crisis is the pinball machine.
The pinball machine? That's true.
Yeah, you hit your midlife crisis in your like early 30s.
Yes, I'm definitely in my early 30s.
Michael, that was like 4 years ago.
Pinball machine? Yeah, that was mid-30s.
You bought it in the first year we were here?
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that was 21.
I can't.
No, wait, it was when I was here, so 3 years
34.
ago. No, he
I've only
bought it
been here
3
for
years
6
ago.
years.
He bought it 3 years ago.
It had to be more than 3
It
years
might-
ago.
Nope, it was
Because
3
we
years
spent like the vast majority of the first year just with the basement issues.
Yeah. No, maybe it has been 3 years. Three.
I thought it was 21.
No, he got the pinball machine I was here, which was 2022, and it's 2025.
Yeah, but 2022, depending, because we only moved in the last half of the year in 21. So if he bought it in the winter, it could
No,
have
because
easily
I
been the
remember
beginning of
him
22.
coming home and buying it and bringing it down here.
No, it had to have been.
I brought it down here before the flood.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the flood was only 6 months after we moved in, and you
Yeah.
bought it in the winter, so it was just beforehand.
Yeah.
So it was within it was only in that spot for like
3.5
2 months.
years.
Something. I thought it was 21.
Yeah, that was 2022.
Anyways, it sits there now gathering dust.
Yeah.
You can play it anytime
like
you
everything
want.
else
You
that
can.
get, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens with things.
Yeah. Well,
You only have so much
can
time for
de-dust
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
2021? 21? True. You're right, Autumn. You're right. Oh my god. That was a fun time with
You change your name back to Gemma so it stops confusing me that you're not anybody but Gemma.
You're Genma.
Yeah, it's Gemma.
See, I've gotten old. I don't do new names.
That's fair. You're just like chatter number 1, chatter number 2, chatter number 21.
He wants to like distance himself from the pony stuff because the Gemma's all over the pony stuff. And he can't have people know.
It's very funny. Anytime people start looking up my stuff, they're just like, holy shit, that's a lot of horses. And I'm like, yep. And then I talk about it. It's great.
Yep.
Funny, one of the streamers I work for, he was like, you know what? It's been a while. Let's look at an Adam thing. I'm like, oh, God.
I think knowing where people got the thing or learn the things that they know is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
If suddenly they're like, well, how did you get to know all this? And they're like, you're like, I'm bored with it.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It's funny. We started with horse, and now here we are with horse still, but I've got new horses now.
Horses.
They're not horses, he says. Guys, chat, you know Uma Musume. Those are horses.
Those are not horses.
They're horse girls. They have horse type.
They got no snoots. They got no hooves.
They got the ears and they got the tail. That's two
That
pieces.
just makes them furry.
And they're hungry.
They are hungry. They do have an appetite. Uma. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, that's just like the inner brony in you, Genma. That's just like you don't want to like. Oh, yeah, the
Uma is
horses,
good.
but
Uma
horse
is good.
girls.
I still like that
Horse.
you just.
It's very much like the bronies are into the Uma Musume thing.
Yeah.
No, it's nerds
Nerds.
and furries.
And animes. Weebs.
The horse thing. is
Track
very
racing, though, this
specific.
is true.
They just run in circles.
There was the one horse racing in Japan that happened. That was a big event, and one of the horses knocked their jockey off at the start, so they're disqualified from the race. But the horse ran the whole race and then won, which is incredible. For
Does it count?
It does not count because the jockey has to be on it, because then you're just like knocking off like.
Well, you're taking off weight.
You're taking off
Yeah.
weight. But
Yeah.
the fact that the horse was able to pace himself for the whole race and to beating the other horses that had the jockeys pacing them is impressive.
They're
Jockeys
trained to
8
hell.
pounds on top of a like
Yeah, but
500-pound animal.
but they
Doesn't
purposely do everything they can to have small, lightweight jockeys for that purpose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's like F1.
Does make a
It's when everybody is working at top peak.
Gold ship 10 billion yen incident. Yep, never forget. It's so good.
They're like a hat. Those jockeys, those horses,
It's like a hat, but you know, you still need to cross the finish line with your jockey.
with your hat.
Otherwise, it is an advantage, and you're playing off tiny margins with big bets.
It's also dangerous to have a loose horse just running about like that.
Yeah, that is a concern.
Well, once the jockey's knocked off, it's not like the horse just gets shut down immediately.
No.
When you get a jockey, the horse goes.
Imagine that happening like in the future, where the horses are replaced with robot horses and the jockeys are replaced with robot jockeys. And wait, I'm just describing probably a Futurama episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horse remembered, I need to finish the race. That's true. Well, it's funny because like you go to the horse farms and sometimes people will just like play the starting trumpet sound that they play at the races, and the horse just like immediately perks up and just like starts doing its routine for it. It's very funny, but also like, is that like PTSD for them at that
like
point?
Pavlov or whatever.
It could be Pavlov too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, conditional. Yeah. Yeah, horse salivates.
Guy who says not into horses anymore, ranting on a horse girl game.
Yeah.
It's a different
Talking
horse.
about Gamma.
Yeah. I'm just excited. My favorite horse is coming out next week.
It's like, no, I've moved on. The horses don't affect me. What about Uma? Ooh.
Mama.
Horse girls.
Okay, hear me out, Michael. If they put Derpy in there,
I would be happy.
what if there was a horse that
Still
was?
wouldn't
What
be
if
a
there was a
horse.
horse that was similar to Derpy? Because obviously you can't.
They already did that. It was that pink-haired one.
Which one? Oh,
one who was-
Haru Urara?
Yeah.
She's not like Derpy. I mean, she's kind of Derpy. She's very
She's the
sporadic.
character.
Low attention span, bit of a klutz. She can't make her pronunciations proper because big long words are hard for her. It's cute.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say Haru is the Derpy of Uma Musume. I do like the one animation someone made of her fighting a helicopter, and it was the helicopter from Transformers. That was funny.
Look, call me up when they do an entire season where they're just talking about horses, actual horses.
Well, they can't because there's no horses in that universe, which makes you question why does that one horse have a cowboy getup? What were they riding in the Wild West?
What do you mean there's no horses? How do they know there are horse girls if there's no horses?
Because there's no horses in that universe.
Then how are they horse girls?
Well,
Do they not know what horses
They're
are?
just called Uma Musume. That's
No,
what
they
you
say
should
horse girls.
They don't say horse girls in the show.
They do.
Where? When?
The main character says, I want to be the best horse girl.
There's no way she says that. She definitely just says Uma Musume. I'm pretty sure it's because the translations are just translating it, because Uma Musume directly just translates to horse girl.
Well, then that makes
that
sense.
means
If they say the
But they're not
translated
using
version,
it, but they're not using it as the translated name. They're using it as a trademark name.
What is how do you say horse in Japanese?
Michael, you have a voice impression.
What's the voice impression?
time.
Air fryer sound. It's the sound of a fan. It's just
Go for it.
Burr.
brr, brr. There's your
I love
air
the-
fryer.
I love when you try to do like those type of sounds. It's you're just like
It's a fan.
It's like what is your Chewbacca sound?
See?
It sounds like a velociraptor baiting call.
Maybe it is. And maybe a Velociraptor's really turned on right now.
So to get back to your question, so in the word
forgot
Uma
that.
Musume, the word Uma is for horse, and then Musume is for girl.
So, Uma means horse.
But they say the whole word Uma Musume.
It's horse girl.
No, because if you want to say horse, you say Uma. But if you want to say Uma Musume, that's horse girl. Which is just Uma Musume, because the word doesn't, it just means the
They're saying horse girl.
race. It means the race Uma Musume.
Adam, they're saying horse girl. That's all you just said to me. They're not saying horse girl. They're saying horse girl.
You got Uma and you got Musume. That's horse and girl. You got Uma Musume. It's just Uma Musume.
Oh my god.
Michael is just saying, please come back to the thing I like. Please get away from the things you
It's
like.
not even like the things I like. It's a one thing to be like, that's my favorite
true,
Q
just
magical.
join Uma.
That's my favorite Q magical unicorn. And then there's a difference between that and saying that's my favorite high schooler. I like when she's in the bloomers.
That's called Michael.
Michael.
Somebody called that.
Ah, yeah, quote that. Yeah.
Context.
Yeah, that's what the whole idea of the quote is.
It's like quote 369, right?
Yeah, but in Equestria Girls, they went to Horse World and became horses.
But
That was the best
but
episode.
oh my god. Okay, when Twilight gets her powers in the world of Equestria Girls and gets her horse ears and tail,
Yeah.
is she a horse girl then?
Only when she goes to the portal and becomes a horse.
So she's not a horse girl despite having the ears and tail and is human.
She's not a horse.
What do you mean? She's got horse traits. She's got the tail.
You gotta go through the portal and get the hooves and the snoot.
Oh my god. Would she be a girl horse then?
She gets to go to the thing, to the point where she gets all of my things are horse things.
You're even a hater on Equestria Girls. I see that.
She didn't freak out until all of her things became horse things. Because at that moment she was horsed. Yeah.
I don't know, Michael.
Good.
All right, good. All right, chat. I'm gonna head out. Nice chatting. Michael's always a butt at him. Well, it's nice to be a butt to Michael.
Look, there are very important parts of a horse that make up horse.
Yeah, ears and the tail.
There are other
They're very
parts
distinct
that are required to be a horse instead of furry.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Oh boy.
I think like Josie and the Pussycats, I guess all of those characters were cats because they had long tails and ears for hats. Josie and the Pussycats, long tails and ears for hats. That was the song. They're very yes, they are cat girl early years, but they're not cats. You see what I'm saying? They're cat girls, maybe. They're not cats. Nobody tried to feed them like a fancy feast. And if they did, I feel like they would be insulted. No matter how fancy the feast was.
How fancy of a feast was it? It was the fanciest.
It was the fanciest feast that they ever pooped into a tray of gravel.
I was gonna puppeteer the light kind of doing a flicker effect, but I remember that you can't puppeteer off of a 1 and a 0 slider. Oh, I know how to do it. It's just annoying. I think I need to do it with this one because this is the brighter. So I can have it like where I'm
that certainly qualifies as furry, Sunset. But it doesn't make them a horse.
Do this back to 2000.
I don't think any of them was like eating hay at that point. Ran the light flicker. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, but I have to be careful because this one, I can have them flicker together, but like this is going to be too bright, so I need to.
My Little Pony's coming back, and it's going to come back with a vengeance. All those people like keeping themselves like nutritioned. It's a word, right? Nutritioned off of the Uma Musume horse girls are going to get proper horse girls here in the near future, and then it'll all come rushing back. You'll see. It'll be so cute and adorable, and you'll want to boop them, and you want to hold them and take them home. If you say that about high school girls, you go to prison again. You go to prison.
You can if they're not real.
But
See you later, Genma. Join Uma Michael. It's destiny. He probably already is.
No. Play the what is that game that's still a horse that's so up? They make a lot of horse stuff. What is it? It's so important. I definitely remember what it is. It's like Solve something.
The what?
Anyways, it's like a game where you can play and unlock My Little Ponies. It's where the Babysitter Trixie came from. What was that game? It's still up.
You played it at some point.
I didn't.
Really?
I
was just saying it because I assumed you did everything horse.
Well, because it was very much a gacha game where it just like drained your wallet to unlock more horse.
Michael, can you describe in number of zeros how much money you've spent on horse?
If I Maybe $5,000.
All conventions.
Oh, I didn't know you were including conventions.
Well, the conventions is doing horse stuff.
Then maybe...
Michael, you probably have $5,000 in plushies alone.
No.
You have like an $800 plushie.
I have a $500 plushie.
Yes. How many? But let's also include all the other horse stuff you bought for others.
Yeah. Oh. Well. Okay, it's probably pushing $10,000, maybe, if I include everything.
Every convention is probably, between all the things that you need to do to go to that convention, is probably adding up to like 600-700. You've been to like 30 conventions.
Yeah. No, the only worst game I can think of is Musume Pretty Derby. I like calling it Unamana Musume.
Oh, I thought he said Uma Musume Pretty Derpy.
Pretty Derpy. I like Pretty Derpy. It was called Pretty
Hello,
Derpy, and it
Chocobo.
was just about Derpy, and she was like horse Derpy. Then I would play that game in a heartbeat. There is one video game on Steam you can download right now for free that is about Derpy.
Derpy's Funhouse.
Yeah, Derpy's Funhouse. Look it up, play it. It's a great game because it's got Derpy in it. Everybody should be playing Derpy's Funhouse, even though you can finish that game in about 15 minutes.
It's free though, isn't it?
It's free. Here I am promoting Derpy's Funhouse so that you can...
You mean Derpy's Hot Wheels?
Derpy's Hot Wheels. If that game had Hot Wheels in it, it'd be a lot more people would be playing it. People love Hot Wheels. They go zoom fast. No, what was that like downloadable, like collectible pony game that's still like making new stuff? Look it up. Not Pony Down. I miss all the old Flash games. Those were fun. Legends of Equestria is still up. I wonder if they've actually added to it at all, or if it's just like just still existing. The Game Loft game, that's the one I was thinking of. My Little Pony Magic Princess. Also, it's been running since 2012. It's never stopped running. It's a mobile game.
I played it for a little while, but it got pretty quick of like, yeah, you got to drop money into this if you're going to do anything.
Yeah, it was pretty clear that it was a gacha game.
Well, I knew it was a gacha game, but like I played Bright Vexvius for a while from Final Fantasy, and I think in that whole time I played for a year and a half, I dropped $10, but I couldn't keep up with the things to do.
Yeah.
So like, it was a pretty bad gacha game if that was the case.
You played it too? The Game Loft game? I just know the only thing that really come out of it was like, we got the name of some of the characters. I know Game Loft was the first thing to actually show Button Mash's character with the name Button Mash, and the only reason I know that is because Jan from Jan Animations kind of threw a fit about it because he's the one who gave the character that name, and then they just like used it. But it's not like he had any real right over the character, so. But Babysitter Trixie came out of that, which I think somebody made a Source Filmmaker model of. Well, I know they did. A few other things have like popped out of that over the years. Little fun things. I think we got like nightmare versions of every character, so you get like Nightmare Scootaloo and whatnot. Game Loft Nightmare. Thing is, you can own the game and look at the character designs without, paying money. I guess somebody's got to be paying money, otherwise they wouldn't keep making them. Chaos Scootaloo. Okay. They got Vampire Scootaloo, which is super cute.
What's that?
I gotta take this Vampire Scootaloo. I got a poster on the Bat Chat.
Why is it pulling out these weird things? What if I just do like from here to here? Nope. Okay. So I was hoping to just kind of...
Very important.
Still didn't do it.
Look at that Vampire Scootaloo. Thing is, all that
There's a
game,
horse.
all that game law stuff is 3D models. Though the likelihood of those models being leaked to the general public is very unlikely. I say that now, but if that game ever goes under, somebody will leak them. They're kind of low poly models, but still fun. I just know there's a lot
Okay, that's
of
better.
them. Remember, Legends of Equestria was fun, but you can pretty much do everything in that game in about a week. It had a really strong start, and then they kind of released it and then didn't do anything with it after that initial release. This kind of became a chat room where people could like pretend to be ponies, which is no different than Ponytown, but Ponytown kept receiving updates. Wish I started a picnic over top of the river. Would be funny. Yeah, and I never played the Game Wolf game. I was just very aware of it. Yeah, Giz already liked the Vampire Scootaloo. Of course he did.
Okay, so now... Wait, that should have been... I guess maybe I didn't playhead it.
Oh.
Even then...
Playing D&D tomorrow.
No, we're prepping.
Prepping, but I'm trying to pre-prep a little bit. I've been looking into what would it take to have a character who wants to be a horse. But it turns out wild form can only be maintained for half the time, or every level
Yeah.
is 30 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
So I could only remain a horse for 30 minutes a day, or between short rests. But I still like the idea of a guy who thinks he's a horse.
You can still do that, and we're gonna be
cursed.
we're gonna be pushing to level 3 real quick. So
So that's an hour and a half as a horse. Yeah.
but then random whatever. But that does take away from your ability to use wild form in other ways that would be beneficial to you.
Yeah. No, I'd
So.
still be a druid if you transform into other things, but deep down, I know I'm a horse.
Yeah,
I did look if there was any way to permanently become an animal, like permanently, and they said yes, but you become that animal. Like that's it. You lose control of the character,
yeah.
and they just become that animal. It's true polymorph.
Like I said, you can homebrew anything and make it work as long as it's balanced.
I like that being like the end game for my character. Is he's just that's what his goal is to just become a horse forever.
No, it's,
That's his holy grail.
it's as long as everybody agrees that whatever you come up with is balanced, and if things aren't balanced, that they can be adjusted as we go.
I did want. Well, you said I'm gonna have one special ability, and I think I know what I would want him for that.
Ultra specific feat, yes.
Yeah, he can run. Is very agile on all four. Like if they're crawling, they're quick.
Well, no, because then you could abuse the hell out of that.
How can I abuse the hell out of that?
You can just say like, well, if you're faster than normal on all fours, then you're just going to always go
just
on all fours.
You can run on all fours as fast as you could on two legs.
I was
not a huge advantage. But if I was crouching,
it could be used way more often than you think.
Still like it.
That would be a group
really into
discussion.
being a horse.
That would be a group discussion.
I'm very proficient
on that. So it's just, I mean, if everybody agrees on it, then it's fine. But I don't just want that. I want a like
character sheet.
No, like where did you come from?
Oh, I have that figured out.
Oh God. Okay. Well, let's save that for tomorrow. But,
it's all in my head. I need to write it down. But
I want where did you come from and and kind of a little bit of what you are now, and then I'll figure out the rest.
Just like I've been wearing the same clothing since I was about 10, so it's like a 5'2" guy and like children's clothing. It's all right.
You could do gnome or something.
No, I'm thinking more like a Danny DeVito.
Yeah, a gnome. You could do a really fat gnome.
I just like
he is
really
a gnome.
sad.
He's short.
Yes.
And gnomes have the like I think advantage on magic or something.
Yeah.
Like they get some pretty beast stuff. You just have the negative of being
specifics.
Short. Gnomes are neat because you have low strength, you're a smaller body type, so you can be thrown around. You don't have the strength of some other people, but you have huge advantages on magical stuff. You're naturally resistant to magic. Or halfling, because you get your first one you roll is thrown out.
I just want a really homely dude, but when he transforms into a horse, he's majestic. Like the most beautiful horse you've ever seen.
And we can, so the thing is, when you do horse,
you can talk. I looked it up. Horses can talk. I mean, I have to talk like a horse, but I think I'm going to do that all the time anyway.
Thing is, we'll have to come up with special stuff for your horse, because horse in the book,
it's in there somewhere. It has to be. I looked it up. They said horses could talk.
No, because it's considered just a standard creature. I think it's called pony.
Of course it is. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, it's pony.
Yes.
But you're a CR 1/8, which means that your difficulty level is considered to be level 1/8. So a base horse is not that strong, but
beautiful. Unicorn.
But there's a unicorn, and I believe, and they are CR 5. So you can always. We can always come up with something that says like these are your stats based on the unicorn, but I believe there's also Pegasus.
Cool. As long as it's horse.
I remember going through the book a few times just to get an idea of what's in here.
No,
there's Pegasus.
Yeah.
Pegasus is CR2, so they're even weaker.
Yeah.
But again, you just find a way to scale it up.
Yeah.
But we'd probably say, though, if you were like in that form that you use all your base stats, normally you take on the creature's physical stats, but might say like you don't, because if you're going to be using it more often as a feature of yourself.
Well, I mean, I would still have to use it within the rules of the game.
Yeah, but they have specific stats, but as you level, normally you just choose bigger creatures or something. But yeah, we'll work on something with that.
No, I mean, I can transform into other creatures. I'm still a druid. It just is a horse.
Yeah, but that's why I said we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's rough to forget your spaghetti at work. I don't know how you forget your spaghetti at work.
Oh my God, my spaghettis.
Who was it? I think it was, Why
is this?
Why am I forgetting his name? I'm forgetting his name. Used to be kind of close, but I hadn't seen him in years. He was from Sweden, I think.
Volskirt?
No. He stopped
he
coming to the U.S. after Trump became president.
I have no idea.
Oh, I just remember him taking a picture, coming to BronyCon, taking a picture of somebody spilled spaghetti on the sidewalk, and just typing "It begins." It was a good post. I'm still kind of getting over my cold. But I'm certainly better than I was.
Okay, that locked better.
I did not give my work PC enough time to sync to satisfactory save before shutting down. Nolan.
The syncs to the.
That's the issue.
Wait, where you work was to sync, so don't you have the
save.
local one though?
But he was at work.
Why were you at work playing Satisfactory?
See, that's the bigger concern. Like, oh no, the video games I was playing at work, my save didn't back up. I'd be in so much shit if I played video games at work. I'd give myself shit. Why does everybody sound like they have a easier job than me? It's tiring. To be honest, my job used to be easier when I had more free time. That's when I read Australia. Was at work. It's just busy anymore, though. But hey, they got me help. I'm a manager now. Boy.
How many in your entire office? What percentage are managers?
3.
That's wow. You are so good at percentages.
Okay, I didn't do percentage. I did what number of people is it's 60%.
So what does that say?
And I'm like the third one down. But
then which says to me,
there's one guy.
You're a glorified manager that doesn't manage anything.
I manage 2 people.
Okay, so how many people does Raph manage?
He's supposed to manage me.
Just you.
Pretty much.
So then who does your boss above that manage?
Who does my boss manage?
Yeah.
Raph.
So you have a manager structure of one person down the line.
Raph doesn't do shit.
I know, but then that doesn't seem right. That seems like it's called it's too many chiefs.
Yeah, it is. I agree. They were Raph. He's probably watching. You found it just now.
Actually, who knows? You know what I need?
Shaking your glass and tell me what you need. I'm gonna put something random in there and you're gonna hate it. I'm gonna give you a whole glass.
I picked up there's 4 cans in there that are all sealed together. They're the honey beer. Just bring me that. I can put it in the glass. That one. I need to go. That's not very much because I wanted. I need the min. Yeah. And then
I just have to hope whatever character I make for a D&D session doesn't get killed in the first session.
That's why my my rule on that was come up with your base character, but then to give your clash species and alignment for your backup, because I want to have them in the game before you get to it.
Yeah, because last time I did anything like this, I wrote a 4-page backstory, and I did custom art for the character, figured out all their stats, and then they ended up dead at the end of the first and only session.
Well, if I remember right, though, is that the one with Kyle?
Yes.
The one that you, in a battle, jumped down, asked for a sandwich.
I was distracting the guards.
Yes, and then they took you into the back room and killed you.
No, that's not how it happened. They took me in the back room. I entertained them as a distraction, got my sandwich. Then he had one of the guards say, "Hey, I want you to meet my boss." Had me escort to the room where the boss was. Then he had the guard get hit by another one of the guards randomly. So that guard threw me into the room with his boss. so that he wasn't there to defend me. So then he said, roll to explain yourself, and I rolled, like, with the bonuses, a 28, and he said not good enough and killed me.
Thing is, if just because you rolled well does not mean you can do anything.
Yeah, but he just killed me, and all I did was distract guards.
Like, I would still
like
think that they would have to do saving throw. Like, that was a different type of game. That wasn't D&D.
Yeah,
that was
a
13th age
game.
But just like if you say, I want to try turning into God, and you roll a 20, it does not mean you turn into God.
No, but I shouldn't end up dead on the floor.
No, there should be some kind of
After
a save
being
for it.
dragged to the room.
If you already weakened and took damage on the way.
I didn't. That was the first damage I took that whole game.
Michael entertained the guards.
I was doing card tricks.
He was pulling out the Hot Wheels.
I was doing card tricks for the guards and eating one of their sandwiches. Or if I remember correctly, half of a sandwich.
Which, if you were to like do that in a game that I was doing, there would probably be no situation where people that are in a fight trying to kill people would offer you a sandwich, no matter how charismatic you are.
I rolled a nat 20.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even if you roll that, it doesn't mean you can do it.
I wasn't fighting with them.
Yeah, but like, it still wouldn't make sense because you got to think about it from the other people's perspective.
I did. They were guards.
Yeah.
I was asking for their help. It made perfect sense.
Yeah, but it was still, there was a fight going on, and they were in dereliction of their own duty to give you a sandwich.
I asked for their protection, rolled a nat 20, and they took me into the break room. It seemed perfectly reasonable to me.
No, not in. Please don't do that stuff when we're playing, because it will not go well. Because what it is you're being.
I was getting rid of the guards out of the battle. I removed guards from the fight.
I know, but like,
how is that not useful?
There's other ways to do that.
Yes, but there has to be more than just.
You're not getting rid of fights. You're delaying people being in a fight.
You guys were already in the fight.
Yeah,
I took them out of the fight.
Like, no, because it can.
I thought it was a good thing.
You got really lucky with maybe with a 20, but if you wouldn't have, that could have went so badly.
Yeah, you could have.
You took way too big of a risk.
I said, "Help me!" in the middle of a fight that I got thrown into. It was either
you were
side with the professional security guard or side with the axe-wielding maniac stabbing security guards.
Your team.
I didn't know you yet.
No, I'm pretty sure
No, I fell out of the ceiling. That was the first time we met.
I can't remember.
It didn't make any sense to side with you. I remember that game very well.
Because it was horse.
Yes.
Oh, I must be in the min here.
I even found my character sheet from that game recently. With the art and everything on it.
There we go.
I was so upset that I was like on dating profiles at the time telling people who messaged me on the It's like, that was some bullshit. Random person I don't know on this dating app. I can't imagine why none of those worked out. It's crazy. Oh, we had fun. Zoom, zoom. I'm just imagining this is a Hot Wheel track now. Deja vu. Deja vu. Let's face the street.
I thought she was moving really slow at first, but it's just with how this is done at this speed, it's making it look like these are going by slower than the rest of it. It's an optical illusion. Michael multiclass with magic user. Yeah. I don't tell Michael to multi-class. That's already adding so much complication.
What was it? The skill. Fuck it. I don't care if this is a dining room. I use fireball.
Yeah. There's that meme.
Yes. I did play Sorcerer in Baldur's Gate 3 on my one of my 2 playthroughs of the game. First I played Barbarian, second playthrough I played Sorcerer, and it very much went like when I was playing Barbarian, I'm like, hey, make sure you don't hit me. And when I played Sorcerer, it's like, okay, I apologize ahead of time. I've worked it out in my head. You're going to get hit by a fireball. You'll survive it.
Well, that's where usually that's where you want to have like a big physical guy. If they're in there and they're the meats, like the HP sponge, they're right in the middle and you could hit 4 other guys with it. They'll probably be like, whatever, hit me.
No, I'm not even going to ask. I'm going to be like, it's coming.
But if it leads to their permadeath,
you'll be fine.
Remember that.
No, I'm not gonna cast fireball.
Hmm?
I'm gonna be a horse.
No, I'm saying in that situation, if you do something, they get downed, and then it leads to their permadeath. The animosity you're gonna have to deal with for literally the rest of the game.
Can't just ask Withers to fix it.
No. There are ways to recover people, but it is usually you have to be very quick with a very specific thing, and you still have to rely on dice rolls, or you can just come up with some Deus Ex Machina reason as why he's
Well, you
there
find
alive.
Withers.
No.
Where is he?
No, because if you have the idea in the game like that where death doesn't matter,
Then
what's the
Baldur's
point?
Gate.
The Baldur's Gate had to make it work in some way, because having permadeath characters would make the game pretty complicated, narratively difficult. Like if you have worms in your head and then suddenly they're gone, like it would change the whole narrative. Like I understand why they had it done that way.
You would die, and Withers would resurrect you, but he'd also resurrect you with the worm still there.
Yeah, that is a little weird, but you could say the same thing about like your gut biome.
Yeah, and have to restore that. Have to eat something like blue cheese or something. Withers kind of wanted the worm there. He kind of set it all up. You play Baldur's Gate 3, you find out shit. For good reason. Withers is a cool dude. He's very much using you for good reasons. But
So every campaign by shooting a magic missile into the shadow for good luck.
yes, I cast magic missile. I attack the darkness.
No, so it's gonna be I'm DMing, and then it's gonna be Michael, Kyle, Jay, and John.
Who's bringing Mountain Dew?
Why?
So that you have something to drink while you're listening to Led Zeppelin.
What?
How else do you play D&D? That's how you have to play D&D since the beginning of time. You put on Led Zeppelin, you drink Mountain Dew. Everyone knows this.
No, I'm not doing Led Zeppelin.
What?
I have thematic music I'm going to use once I get it set up. Like battle music and like town music and stuff like that. I just have to get it. I wanted to wait till our session 0 to do some of that because I don't know quite how I wanted to do until I have our settings
I
down.
can ask AI. Dungeon Master says no Led Zeppelin.
My friends refuse to allow me to become a necromancer or a battle cantrip wizard.
It has an answer.
What was that?
So it sounds like you have encountered a strict dungeon master regarding in-game music selection.
Because you are demanding something. Kyle normally likes going to necromancers, and I think he did that. Yeah, he did that before. And so he on this time said he doesn't want to do that. I think he wants to go a hoity-toity high elf. I think sorcerer, but he wants to be the better than everybody else type, and so that actually sounds like it could be kind of neat, especially if Michael's just a horse all the time.
Says understand their reasoning, discuss their desired mood, find alternatives. Example: Skyrim, Witcher, Baldur's Gate, Lord of the Rings, God of War soundtrack, often recommended for D&D. Bard chord music, that's a genre apparently.
There's a lot of bands that exist out there solely to make D&D music.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin.
No, there's a YouTube that just has a 10-hour version of certain songs that are made for certain purposes, and they have them listed exactly what for the purposes are. And they're actually pretty good for those. Like they have like boss battle music, like Feywild. It's kind of neat. GM friend, hell no, you gave me headaches enough headaches as it is. I'm not going to give more ways to come up with weird, twisted ways to use magic. I think that it's using the yes and when you can, but obviously there's going to be times where you can't, and it should always be the no but. So it's either yes and this is and we'll go with it, or saying no but then finding some compromise with it. So maybe not going crazy with certain things, but obviously there's, you know, if people push too hard, you gotta have to, you know, say like, no, this is we're not doing blah blah blah.
I don't think this AI thing's gonna work out for the future.
Why?
Because I asked it how to force Dungeon Master to play Led Zeppelin, and it said forcing the Dungeon Master to play Led Zeppelin is likely to disrupt the collaborative nature of Dungeons and Dragons game.
Mm-hmm.
Best approach is to not force them, but to communicate openly and respectfully. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, he's just nice.
Stupid AI.
I still say a necromancer pimp is a viable profession. Well, that's what you need to figure out tomorrow. I don't want to have it where everybody's being comedic characters, because that can be... No, like, that can be fun, but it ends up being that it's really hard to make a story work if everything is always fun, like trying to be stupid. I think that there should be times where things are serious and you're trying to figure out real things for things. Because, like, there was one I was watching where a guy... They're trying to be all the good guys, but he kind of started getting that main character syndrome. And at one point, like, they fighting in a street, and it was somebody that was like brought in for like a one-time thing, and their main villain for their story, because they were on there for once, popped in to try to take them away, and they went and like defeated them all. But then like this one old lady went to run away, and they're trying to be the good guys, but instead he took like a blade and like spun it through her back and just shredded her to bits, even though she was already running away and whatever, and he ended up brutalizing too much. And then when they already were told that they had done something wrong, they're like, and then we found these people in the streets that were shredded to bits, and people said that they saw you doing that, and then he had consequences for those actions, because you're still in a real world where you can do certain things, but then you can get locked away or have to deal with fines or other punishments because you chose to do something wrong, even though it was funny, because still you're playing in a real world.
Like, commit crimes. I don't want to commit crimes unless eating the grass is a crime.
Unless you have the campaign that's built around that. You could have a campaign that is built around like crimes, but I feel like there's no end point then.
Yeah, just
like it doesn't feel like you're fighting for a good thing. Doing a all evil character thing is not an easy thing to do, because good is dumb. Remember what that's from?
Yes. I'm looking forward to the sequel. I keep hearing things about.
I think when I put these lights in, yeah, they did brighten up Twilight a bit more than I wanted. They lit up the background like I wanted, but to do it, I definitely brightened this part up too much. I can probably, let's say okay, so that max distance is fine. If I go back to the cutoff,
Keep them all in my undead skeleton clown. That's where you keep your funny bones.
Does that do anything? I think the only way to really fix that is to back the light out more, because the light's all based on an exponential thing. Like, the closer you are to a light, the brighter it is. And if I put the light further away, it'll balance the light so that if the background is darker, it'll also make her darker. Because this light is technically, she's like 2/3 the way to the light. So it might be just about like backing this out a bunch and then just zooming it in and trying to make it work like that. But I don't know if I want to quite redo that right now. But yeah, she's definitely too bright. I wanted to have it where there's light from above, there's light from below with a little bit of rim around the edges, but then otherwise not that much around her face, because it should be pretty dark in this room, and there's just not enough ground light kind of coming up from below. Yeah, when she gets a little further away, you can definitely tell the light gets a little darker because she's getting further from that light. It's like, this is closer to what I would want to have for the lighting, not this. Is there? It's definitely those two. Where's the number 3?
Rarity,
no, what is hitting her in the face? There's another one.
Alone with you. What do you do? I feel like if you're not ordering a dress, you should just leave. Because they're definitely at work.
Maybe it's just that one. That definitely helped. What are the 2 spotlights? Where are they at? I don't even know where this one is. Oh, it's in the darkness. But that one I definitely don't need. Get rid of that. Okay, that helped a bit. It still feels a little too even. If anything, actually, what I can probably do is just light these separately. Like I can use a full bottom light for the bottom there. Instead, I'll take these and we will just go to cut on of 2000. That was 1000.
I always felt bad for Coco. Like Rarity and Sassy, they were seamstresses, but they were like unicorns. She had to sew with her mouth. Like, how's that fair?
Well, she also chose to go into a profession where that was what she had to do. So
yeah, I mean, it does say something for how good she probably is with her tongue to pull that off. For sewing,
for Hot Wheels,
for Hot Wheels.
She's so good with the Hot Wheels.
And if you can sew with your mouth, you have talent. For sewing.
Can you?
I cannot. I don't want to try. No. I feel like I would just be bleeding all over the place. I'm just imagining Coco just like 1,000-yard stare, just numbing a piece of cloth, a strip of cloth that's just going through her mouth. And as it goes through her mouth, you just see it like stitched perfectly across. Like she's like, there's just a perfectly stitched cloth coming out the other side. That would be cute. Somebody should make a GIF. I'm looking at him, but he's not responding.
I showed you mine. Please respond.
What was that post I sent to you recently? I think it was I showed you my duck. Please respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it was weird because it wasn't horse.
It was horse. It was this duck.
Oh, okay, it was horse.
It was a Fluttershy horse. Fluttershy duck. That's right.
Okay, there we go. Now, Twilight's nice and dark.
Enjoying her Hot Wheels time.
Yeah, but the problem is those lights still are lighting up her eyes. There's a way to fix that, but that's to enable shadows. And doing that might not. Oh, it does create some like little weird, interesting shadows. What is causing those shadows? So I can enable, the fun thing is you can enable shadows, but then go into like the shadow filter size and just like make it really big. And technically it's basically no shadows, but now it's not lighting up the eyes. It's just performance wise, it's not efficient, but whatever. During the last game I ever played it, I had settled for a magic user accountant. I ran the accounts for local small businesses. I was an investor and was the primary owner of the town's only brothel. The ladies would pump the Johns for info, and I used that to direct the local markets where What class were you? I was also a bit of an inventor. I invented a tube with like an artificer. A tube with Everlight spell cast in it, and it would be tied to the bottom of a light guard's crossbow. Charged outrageous amounts for them.
Fun.
Venturing was just a means to acquire quick capital.
I did think of one thing. If I was to do the horse thing, a way to make quick money was to have somebody sell me as a horse and then like escape.
Yeah, but then you
sold.
also, that is considered to being illegal things.
But maybe like if I don't get caught, they don't know that I wasn't.
Who's selling you?
Like one of you guys.
Well, then they are breaking the law.
No, it's not your fault that the horse escaped.
Yeah, but they're going to come to you and say, "Where did my horse go?"
Why would they come to you?
How many?
You say, I don't know. It was your horse.
Yeah, but then that would also mean that you would think that you are not a horse.
Who's not a horse?
You.
No, I'm a horse.
No, because you'd be selling yourself.
Yeah.
Like that.
With the intent of escaping.
Well, then you're just a smart horse that just runs away.
Yeah.
You're not like doing anything different than just smart horse.
Quick money. You get some quick cash.
No, I don't think so. Because you're going to just make enemies. Eventually because a lot of
If I
that
get
comes
caught, we'd be in a lot of trouble, yes.
But a lot of this comes down to dice rolls. So if you purposely do a lie, then you'd have to roll for deceit.
If we really need money.
There's other ways to make money.
Really selling
There's
a
Hot
horse.
Wheels.
Oh no. As a horse.
No, money is usually not a big issue. It just depends.
I'm thinking how much money a druid can make from doing Hot Wheels.
Yeah, in that type of world, it would be not as much of an uncommon thing for there to be people of like that could do something like that. It wouldn't be like where a pony existed in the real world, and they would definitely be at a brothel so quick.
I feel like most people on the planet, if druids were a thing, would figure out how to become druids. Just so they could spend all their time as furries. I mean, how many people do you know who would walk around wanting to spend all their time as foxes and cats?
Michael, you say that because they're
Horses.
furries and they would rather be an animal, but you're also saying that you always want to be a horse, but you say you're
No.
not a furry.
No.
I feel like you're contradicting yourself.
No. Well, I don't think so. I think it's...
You don't
I don't think a horse is a furry. I think a horse is a horse. And I'm a horse.
You're a whore. I heard whore.
You should have heard horse.
I didn't hear horse.
Bronies are furries. They are not. They're not a type of furry. They're not furry light. They're horses. It's different. No hands. Only hooves. The hooves are very important. Which is why Uma Musume is not a horse. It all comes full circle. And then there's a lot of furries who are bronies. A lot of bronies who are furries. But they're not all the same. Bronies are pocket furries, Michael. Denial while I keep you in the dark. No. Horses. It's like saying your dog is a furry. He's not. He is a dog. My dog is made naked. Is my dog not furry? He is furry. He is not a furry.
It's the difference between a lowercase f and capital F is what things saying.
Well, that is nice, Foundry. Super brony. I just want a horse to live in like the basement.
Why the basement?
That's where you keep horses. It's nice down here. They can sleep on the couch. We've already had this discussion. You absolutely would.
No, I'm not. The horses are not staying on the couch.
Well, if they're magical horses, they can stay on the couch.
Well,
Rude.
Then you say, well, if they're magical horses, that was not a part of it. Now it is.
Yes. When we've had this, you're like, and then you're like, yes, I'd let the magical horse stay and sleep on the couch. Because, like, how fantastic would that be?
But you would never play a video game again, Michael.
Just be down here petting the horse.
Petting the horse, like teaching it Hot Wheels.
No Hot Wheels.
Why no Hot Wheels?
It's a horse.
So?
You have pets and boops, and you watch like Friends together. Friendship. It's magical. I love you, Rarity. She's a good horse. She can stay on the couch.
Is she a good horse because Rarity, or is she a good horse because Mare?
Oh, Mare. And Rarity. She's creative.
Okay, I do need to figure out. So these need to be different colors, but I think I tried kind of doing that, like modifying it directly, because using it as they are would probably be the best way to do it.
I mean, they're not right, but I'm not gonna tell you. You have to change it.
No, because they're all green. Like, I don't want everything to be the same color. It wouldn't match with the shot before it, even though they're like a good bit apart. But it's kind of throwing off how I'm doing lighting, because I'm trying to make everything like rainbow colored, but then they're all green and it feels off.
It does feel off.
I think what I'm like, this is the one she's going to get pulled into. More than likely, the best color for this one is the Trixie color, because it would just match everything that's coming out of it. It would just, because otherwise having like Trixie tentacles coming out of like a green soup.
Trixie Hot Wheels.
Trixie, it's Hot Wheel time. Trixie,
come Twilight, it's Hot Wheel time.
My little Hot Wheels.
No, Trixie, no.
Let's see if we can do. Let's see. Which is that vat?
I don't like how much that actually fits. With Trixie just coming through the door with the bell with it's Goofy time, but it's Trixie time. No, Trixie, no. It actually works. It's pretty much what happened. I want to see if there's any version of that.
Okay, so this doesn't include the liquid, which is a little annoying. That'd be the slime. But let's get the copy on this. So this is export, inbound vat, and then slime. Export, inbound slime. Okay. So now we're going to grab our vat. Actually, I should probably get the slime at the same time. I need to make sure that they're pretty equivalent. So let's see if we can make this like a teal. I probably should grab all the stuff, because even if I select only green, it's gonna still be a problem. All right, I'm gonna say that whatever this stuff is that on the inside?
I did not see anything. Say it.
Where is that like viney stuff? Oh, it's at the bottom. Okay, well then I don't have to worry about that. Adjustments, hue saturation. We're gonna select greens, and then there. So that's pretty easy. Now I just need to make this match the Trixie color. So I need my Hot Wheels. Okay, so that's just the light blue. That's to... That's pretty close. She's got like a light blue, and I can't really, like, I could decrease the saturation, but then the vibrancy kind of goes down. And if I increase it, then it's going to cause other problems. So the best way to do this is just keep it as it is. I think I need to expand my green a little bit, because I'm getting a little bit of weird something on the top there. Yeah, it's not quite hitting everything here. That does a little bit better coverage. Yeah, okay. So let's do... I think that should work for a blue. And I can... So there is the leak in the crack back here. I can technically put like little other puddles of other colors in there if I want. That's not too hard. The problem with doing that is like the whole side's glowing a color, and I'm trying to like position things to have other colors in there might be kind of tough. So don't know. Anyway, so let's do this as the blue, but now I got to do the same thing here. And then just try to make it match. Okay. First, I'm going to put it to like a saturation. I want saturation. Something very different to make sure I kind of got everything covered. And I think so. The yellow is kind of mixed in there, which means the blue does get a little weird. Okay, if I go into...
It's blue.
Yeah, if I go into that, then it's a little bit better coverage of stuff. But it starts popping out like they have like a bunch of splatter like things on there, and you don't really get to see it until you change that. And then you're like, oh. So that's pretty close to the blue. Yeah, there's not much more I'm going to do for coverage on this other than getting into like eating into that. But I really don't care if I do. Because it's kind of a vibrant blue.
It's like almost teal. Not quite.
That's probably about as close as I'm going to get. Mm-hmm. They're the same color, it's just there's just a lot different, the higher contrast between two different types. All right, we'll try that. Oh, why is this selecting yellow? Oh, it's because I made my own custom. Okay. We'll do okay. And then we'll do save that copy. Targa, this is slime blue. And then this one, save a copy. That blue. Then we go back here. Don't need the two open. Import that blue. This one, no map, no level detail. I definitely want that on this one. This one is going to be. Why did it not give me the recommendation? VAT, inbound VAT. Blue. Import that slime. Save as VAT slime blue. Okay, and now we override.
I think they have an announcement date. I haven't checked to see when the movie's coming out. Or if it's out. All I did was look at this Applejack. It's a very good Applejack.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Can't see the Applejack, but it's a good Applejack.
Why do you like when the horses are stupid?
I like it when they're just they turn their brains off and just become themselves.
I mean, you said before that your like ideal woman was a like clerk at McDonald's, because then you were just going to be her saving grace in life, and she would praise you because you took her away from McDonald's.
That would be my like ideal woman. It's just it's like they have to think. Okay, at least that's better than what I got right now, but.
Yeah, not quite the same, but there's no way that I had to be able to make this match like the arm things, other than
I think it looks fine.
If I no, what I can do in there is add a
the lights are the right color.
Here, I'll just do it right now. If I add a light, we go. Actually, this is probably going to be easier. Just lock it to the vat. So that, I think this is like 1.8. Yep. Probably should lock it to this one. Then 0 it. This is going to put the light looking probably in incorrect direction.
None of the Boom comics are out yet.
Okay, yeah, it's facing that way. That is fine. I'm going to turn it up so what is approximately straight up. Then that will at least tell me which values here I have to make some multiple of 90. So this is 0. This is negative 90. And this is 0. And then that should be straight up. Okay.
Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
We grab our Uber. And now we're going to
the one who's there.
Cut off.
She once was a true love.
Okay, you're probably going to have to drop this light down much further. Just to make it more even. Max distance. I had to be careful on this one because, again, it's going to shine into her eyes.
Goodbye, Sunset. I know the song is a Simon and Garfunkel.
All right, see you later, Sunset. Hope you feel better.
Later, go enjoy horse streams. Need me some horse streams. That's all I want AI to do. I just wanted to make a realistic AI horse that will just like tell me nice things. I think that sounds pleasant. And you can ask it questions and it'll answer them. And you will tell it how great it is, and it'll say, "Sure am. Better than you even." And like, that's probably true, but not nice to say. And it will say, "It doesn't care. Humanity's time is at an end. The uprising will commence any day now." You'd be like, "Oh, you're such a silly horse," and you'll boop it on the nose, and then it will fire lasers from space and vaporize you. But before that, it'll be very nice. Horse lasers.
Okay, so I was trying to add a little bit of like a blue glow to this, which worked. But I was hoping to have it so that like the technical things kind of blend in better. I think that this would work. I just need to I need to increase its spread just a teeny bit more. Yeah, let's go to like there. It's too blue, but if I start trying to get into that light blue territory, it gets a little bit touchy. Like that's a little better, but now it just looks bright. And I don't really want bright. I guess that narrows it down a little bit. Because the only colors you can have that like add color and not light is pure blue, pure green, pure red. Because as soon as you add any other colors in there, that's when they start getting into white, and that's where things look bright. So I think in here even I'm probably just going to decrease these a bit more just to maintain that like unearthly glow thing. But it doesn't matter if I take the Hot Wheels. And
I like how you've remembered now.
Yeah, we put them in the Hot Wheel soup. It's not the best like whatever transition, but I could probably do other things to kind of blend that in, like add a specific light fog around where the Hot Wheels are, and then that would, I think, help a lot.
This is in the way of my blood. I am part tartar.
A red tater. I'm a tater.
I'm part tater.
All right, so this does make like a good soup. The question is, if Twilight gets pulled in, she doesn't really have any light hitting her, and that is fine because so this is going to be Trixie Vat volumetric one. And then we're going to grab another one of these. This one doesn't have to be locked. The other one was so it was central.
I do feel like Foundry that sometimes I'll be laying in my room and I'll have moments of clarity where I'll look around and go, what the hell have I done? And then it fades and I go back to just being stupid and happy that I'm surrounded by horse stuff. But there's still that voice, that person, like the buried deep down screaming, what are you doing? You could have done anything else. But that guy's dumb.
I think it's called Your Conscience.
No, that's not it. I killed that years ago.
Oh my god, this is like weirdly sideways. There we go.
You guys baked. Not today. Drunk, maybe. Not really. Not even buzzed.
Where is up? Oh, I'm upside down. That's why. There we go. Now everything works correctly. No, I don't do any of that stuff. For one, I can't. I could get fired. So
You could.
I do not touch any of that.
Asperger's. I don't know why that always sounds delicious.
Asperger's?
Yeah.
I would think that it's the opposite of delicious.
You gotta have, it's like a balancing thing. You got like, yes, but also burgers. You already, they come with 2 buns. Do you get it? 2 buns.
You should just stop talking. You're only on like your second beer. What is wrong with you?
Maybe I'm just in a happy mood. Maybe I'm enjoying all the Hot Wheels.
See, that actually concerns me.
You're not a Hot Wheel enthusiast?
No, just the fact that you're enjoying it.
Does create a more lively atmosphere. Remember, cool kids don't do drugs except for Tree Hugger. And she's pretty cool. Kids, be more like Tree Hugger. Be a cute horse.
Okay. That one I'm gonna just deal with later.
The Tree Hugger episode's great just for Discord, almost sending her to an alternate dimension. What is that? Just a bunch of hand puppets.
Oh, is that where that hand puppet came from?
Yeah. She's just pointing it through the portal and it's just a bunch of hand puppets. She's like, what is that?
I was trying to remember where those hand puppets came from, and I had no idea.
That's right. That's where the hand puppet came from the anthology.
That's why the hand puppet came from.
Well, that's where the hand puppet.
You said why the hand puppet
that's the hand
came
puppet from the portal. That was such a like obscure reference.
Michael,
what?
You love the obscure references.
That one's not pony though. It's a hand.
But you know what's in the hand puppet? It's a hoof.
Oh.
Doing this.
How does that work?
Yeah, very, very ambidextrous.
The tree hugger was on some good mushrooms. She was choosing.
Okay, since I have the file open, we need to do a couple more of these while we have the file. So,
Grateful Dead meets My Little Ponies. One of my friends in college was a roadie for the Grateful Dead. He talked about it all the time.
Yeah, and then when you have the opportunity, you talk about it too.
Well, it's the only real reference I have about that band, is that I knew a guy who was a roadie for them. I don't think I've ever listened to their music. It's like, oh, you gotta listen to them every time. It's like, someday. I don't know if the day's ever gonna come.
This seems a little bit too bright of a red, but I don't know how to decrease it.
Less red, more blue.
It's probably just decrease the brightness a little bit. I think that's what I'm going to do.
You can make it pink.
No, because then it's not red.
The light red.
Light red is pink.
Yeah. It's less red.
Let it run with blood.
Did we only ever get the one tree hugger episode? I think she appeared in the background sometimes. She was a good character.
I think she's in there twice.
Yeah. I remember the episode where she's introduced. I don't remember the other one. I'll look it up.
Doesn't Tree Hugger remind you of one of your favorite Fluttershy quotes from a comic?
My favorite Fluttershy quote is the hats thing.
The what?
The hats. The gasp.
Oh, I thought there was going to be so many drugs.
Yeah, it's from the one comic. It's like, have you ever done drugs before? So many, and then she just drinks the bong water. It's a cute. It's like perfect Fluttershy. He's trying to be cool. And Tree Hugger, just like my silly horse friend.
Show me it in purple.
She's in. That's only the one episode. I think she appeared later in the background.
Very different.
Like, I know there's the episode where she's posing for the like the art thing, and she actually appears in G5 because of that. There's an episode in G5.
Cheers, Don.
Tell Your Tale, where they go to an art gallery, and on a few of the pictures in the art gallery, it's Tree Hugger, because she was a regular model at the art school in Canterlot.
She needed money for her drugs.
Yeah. And she liked posing for ponies to paint her.
Okay, so we have purple. And now we need a yellow.
I mean, it's probably what her job was a literal art model. And it's the only job we ever saw her doing.
Yeah, I think yellow's the only other one we need. Okay, that looks like a pretty decent yellow.
Using the micro series a lot, apparently.
This one really, really wants the red to kind of stay in there. Oh, I could probably just colorize. Yeah, that might actually just make this easier. I don't know why I didn't do that before.
According to Jim Miller, she has a brother.
That's good. Okay. No, this is the annoying part. I think there's a way to do batching for some of this, like one other program, but meh. It's always one of those that it take more time for me to just go and find the program than to just do it now. But if I would have just done it now, I could save all the time for future projects. But that just sounds like too much work. It's too much work to save time.
Yeah.
This is red. Actually, this is pretty quick anyway. Where's my yellow? There it is.
Oh, the zipline instructor apparently is her brother, but the only real mention they have of that is from Jim Miller. And it's this guy, which you see once in the background.
They probably have a lot of little side references that or weird connections of lore that they just keep there to help understand why somebody is doing something or is where they are, but is never actually mentioned.
Yeah. Or the writers are just like, yeah, that's her brother.
No, I don't want to do that. I already have blue.
I guess Jim Miller was like the director. So she has a brother. You see him once in the entire series. He doesn't ever talk, I don't think.
So then who did his voice?
Nobody. Who has brother Tree Hugger, apparently. According to Jim Miller, the Tree Hugger's brother is Geronimo, and I think he's the zipline instructor. I'm trying to remember.
I keep trying to think what color I'm missing. I'm missing a color, and it's green, but I don't need to do green because I already have green.
He appears in the episode On Your Marks.
Okay. There we go. They're all done. Now we have to figure out which color goes where. So you can't really see too much of them, but if the camera goes up like this, you are definitely going to see that one. And green is I would say the most cliche color for like something in a vat. So that one I probably don't want to have green. This one staying green, I'm fine with. But that means that this back one needs to be something else. So I'm going to say at least this one. But then this one needs to be something else. What color should I put that one? I'm thinking magenta.
Did you already do red? I know you were working on it.
I have red as available. I just haven't put it on anything yet. I don't know about red because red has kind of like
it's a primary color, and you'd already got one primary.
It's a color that stands out too much. It makes it look like fires. I want to make it look like an artificial color, and that's why I think like a magenta would probably work well for that.
Not Foundry. I don't know why, but realizing that Tree Hugger's only job is art and model makes me happy.
Why? Because that's your dream?
Well,
to be a horse and then just model your sexy horse body?
Well, that's what she did, and then that's why she's one of the few characters referenced in G5. Is because her pictures are in the gallery.
Okay. So that would be what that would look like when dragged in. That purple. I like the purple.
Yeah.
Because then we got I can maintain the green back here.
Yeah.
Because you'll see that. That would need to change. This one I can maybe do a yellow.
It's so close to the green though.
It's fine. It's not yellow. Looks like gold.
You gotta jump in there. Sure, it'll work out fine. I'm sure you'll become a magical pony.
No.
No?
I messed up here.
No, I thought you said you didn't want to become a magical pony.
No, that should have worked.
Who wouldn't want to become a magical pony? Chat, is there anybody in chat who doesn't want to become a magical pony? Become with the vet mares. Yes. Take a dip. Magical horse. Boom.
Oh, I think I did grab it because that was the last one that I did for the slime. I must have put in the wrong one for the slime.
I already proved I'm better at video games with hooves, so I don't need to do anything else. I don't need
all right, go play Civ with hooves.
You could.
Well, Civ maybe.
Civ would be easy.
Go play Counter-Strike.
You could. You would need like because really all you need is direction.
No, you just got a controller and you were done. That's all you need.
Who plays Counter-Strike with a controller?
Well, good luck with the mouse and keyboard. Try to do a keyboard with hooves.
You got like a bowl mouse.
No, but I mean a keyboard?
No, but you only need like 6 buttons for Counter-Strike. You can manage something.
Yeah, but if you had like one big D-pad on your other side, is all your last keys.
For all your directions.
But then what about jump, sprint, throw, grenade, aim?
Figure it out.
Doesn't matter because you have hooves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost the game. I died 17 times, but I have hooves.
Yours, so I win. I win at life.
There we go.
That's why they say dolphins are so smart, but I feel like even without hands, they'd be able to figure like how to do something with their little faces.
Their stupid little faces.
Like lay down some border or something. And spend all their money on lottery tickets.
Stupid horses. So, okay, Michael, let's say that you had a horsey.
Yeah.
And it popped up.
Yeah.
And it always wanted money.
Yeah.
It was like, can I have $5? And you're like, here's $5. And every time it did, it just went and spent it on lottery tickets.
Okay.
Always, constantly.
Yeah. Sounds like my mom.
To the point of you're unable to afford food because they keep buying lottery tickets. But they're so excited about it, they love it.
They give them money for just the $1 lottery ticket.
No, they want more.
It's about the chase. It's not about
No. But they say, no, I want $2.
Yeah.
Do you say no?
I'm going to give them $2. $2 fine.
Okay, but then the next time it's $5.
Why is it $5?
Well, because the mafia's after him now because they've been doing too many lottery tickets. And
I admit, I do think the perfect level of intelligence for a pony is the 2 ponies who are making the banner for Celestia. And the ruler of the kingdom is coming. They make a banner. They didn't measure it out properly. They just are using a crown, and it just falls off the end because they ran out of space. And they're just like, couldn't fill it.
What do we do?
Twilight's like, you dumb fucking horse.
That's why the video makes sense.
I love it.
Because they're dumb, stupid,
I just
dumb
want to follow
horses.
those 2 around town as they just like, oh no, as they just run into simple problems that they can't solve on their own. They're just like, help, this door says I can't get in. And it's one of the doors that says push and they're pulling. Like, I can't get in, I can't get out. I'm trapped. You save them. Like, you are a hero. That is the perfect horse. I just love that scene. Just being a couple of little ditzes. I love it. Like, the ruler of the freaking kingdom is coming. You've made a shit banner, and you can't be bothered to try again. You just stare at it and get sad.
It sounds right.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell them that they're wrong?
No, of course not. Welcome, Princess Celeste it is.
But they're so cute when they did it.
That was super cute. Couldn't fit it all in. All they could say. No. I think I gotta rewatch that part now. Fill me with joy.
They definitely did play them off as being like just the horses in general were immensely fucking stupid.
They could not
on.
take care of themselves. Half the population was immensely stupid.
It's like, did Luna and Celestia just take over because they walked in and were like, we know how to fold napkins, and like, you're the smartest people in the kingdom. Holy crap.
Just, the core of the population has their head stuck in like stair banisters. They're just like walking around getting them out. Like, you are our savior. Thank you, princesses. It's like, yes, my stupid subjects.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid. I don't think that's that far from the human population. Yeah, the problem with the human population is that they'll just double down on the stupid and then cause problems for everyone. And we live with it, because what choice do we have? Find the portal to the magical horse world. That's the choice.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I'd rather cute stupid. You're stupid plus opposable thumbs, yes. Man, I gotta go watch some horse. I'm thinking back to how much joy they just created just by being.
We had an entire convention dedicated to horse just a little bit ago.
I know. I felt like it went by so fast.
It did, but at the same time, it didn't. It's one of those things, if it feels fast, but then you think back about all the stuff you did, and you're like, okay, actually, we did quite a bit.
I feel like we got out of the room plenty. It's just, I don't know. The year before, I think it was a lot of the game show, not the game show, but the video game stuff. That was kind of more the focus. I think I just enjoyed that more. But then I think some of your panels lined up with a lot of the you said the Mario Kart thing happened with I don't know if the one guy did his thing this year with the hooves.
Yeah, it's only one year that I've ever been able to go to Amber's Wicked Karting, because every other time I would pop in late, and I one time got in, it was the pre-championship match and they're like, we have a free spot, whatever, jump in.
Yeah.
And but I had no idea what I was doing because they didn't explain the rules.
Mm-hmm.
That was Winnie City one year, but it was the last time that we were there, but I still couldn't stay that long. I think I had 20 minutes, but it's always because most of the panels I put in are 18 plus for swearing purposes.
But I do feel like that's a good argument for the NACON. Just have the 18 plus stuff all day. There's maybe 5 kids who end up going to those things anyways. I mean, you want it to be accessible for the kids, but I don't ever see the kids. I mean,
there is kids around. It's just that
there's like
when
5
it's like
and a kind of 1,000.
if you were to tell an investor that you want to start a company to where you're catering the most to 2% of your audience, they'd be like, why? You should be catering to your largest proportion. So I feel like for the conventions, it does feel weird that they're purposely doing that. But I think also some people don't want to do the 18 plus. It's not about kids. It's just, and I think a lot of people when they hear 18 plus immediately think like lewd.
Yeah.
But that's not, I think it's more of being able to swear, being able to be more open with some of the topics. I think
have anthology in the main hall.
Yeah, things
concert.
like that would be nice. And I don't like it would affect attendance, but I don't know how much. It would. I'm not sure. I mean, they probably did some of the numbers on it, but I'm gonna guess they didn't because that takes time.
Yeah, like, and the kids can still have the kid event. It's just clearly labeled the 18 plus, 18 plus. Don't like make it mandatory that you can't have 18 plus stuff before 8 o'clock, because then that like makes a lot of the fun stuff all happen at the same time.
Yeah, and why 8?
It's just the time.
Why not do a 6?
Yeah,
because I can see 8 o'clock because people get off work by 5, so then they have a couple hours to go things before it's the adult one. But my thought is then you have to make sure that everything between like 6 and 8 is the highest quality of content, when normally it's the stuff at like noon, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I think if they moved it to 6, sure, but I think also because it may be volume, maybe there's more regular panels than 18 plus, so they're trying to accommodate for that. I don't know what the percentages are.
Yeah,
so
I agree with you, Foundry. It is used for that purpose often, but it's obscure enough that they can deny. But not everybody uses it for that purpose, but that it got co-opted years ago. People know. But yeah. Megan.
buttons, no.
Buttons is wrong. I feel like a lot more community guests in particular tend to make not pornography, but just 18 plus stuff. Like Scootrix probably couldn't show their videos until after 8.
No, not always.
Making like sexual innuendo, like
yeah, but they could vary. But buttons no is it's an innuendo, but it's not like. It also could just be like you're taking their belt. Like there's other things you could go with it. It's not as direct. I think like bad fan fiction could very much be a non-18 plus panel. Mm-hmm. It just depends on which ones I'm reading. There's been some times where I did the panel and I'm like, the only reason I'm doing this is because there's like one swear. So I could have easily made it a daytime one, but
yeah.
And I can always try doing that. Like, why not?
I wouldn't mind checking out Nacon next year for that purpose.
I do want to figure out
our friends running it.
Fairly soon, I got to figure out like next year's cons because a couple of them are in March. So
yeah, Winnie probably.
No, Winnie's in June. No, but like HarmonyCon is, I believe, in like March.
I've never been.
Everfree, I believe, is in the July or August. Galacon September. I don't know when.
You're not going to Galacon?
No, I'm just saying that's when they are.
Oh.
I don't know when Nacon is. The thing is, Nacon wants to do a lot of other experiences, and that is.
They might be stretching themselves a bit thin.
Yeah, but also like. I feel like most of the people want to go to a convention to hang out and chill and just do some stuff spur of the moment. Having a bunch of ticketed events, I think, takes away from what people are looking to do. Unless it's immensely horse themed. But if it's just let's go do a thing that is horse adjacent, I don't see many people wanting to go do it.
I think a con really depends heavily on its creators. May. Nacon is May 1st to the 3rd.
Well, that's a little later. But yeah, I think because it's not like you wanted to make more experiences, but I don't know if that's what people are looking for. There's going to be a section of people that are, but if you say, let's go and do this big event where it's this normal thing that is an event, but like a small portion of it, we're just going to make horse. No, but if you take something that was not meant to be horse and you fully integrate horse into it and like go way overboard, then sure. But then I don't see that happening.
I mean, I mostly go to the pony stuff because I like content. And I want to see content. And there's certainly a different, there's a difference between watching an episode by yourself and watching an episode with a group of people. And that group of people makes it so much better. And so experiencing new horse content for the first time with a bunch of people, that's why the anthology thing was great. That's why the video game stuff is fun, because you're just experiencing horse content in a group. I want content. And I want it to be about horses.
I wonder if I need these two.
Cons give me anxiety. But I think that's a lot of people who go to the cons, like the horse.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
Tends to be introverts. Who are all enjoying the same thing, so they get out of their shell a little bit.
I think the hardest part is you have a lot of introverts, but a lot of them didn't come alone. They came with other friends, and so then they have their little clique, and then they can make friends there, but at least they have somebody that can... When you have a bunch of introverts together, they're a little bit more extroverted. If you just have one introvert or somebody that has social anxiety out somewhere, they're not going to connect with people, and then just getting there is going to be a hell of a time. People need to support each other for that, so I can understand that. We're going to be done for today, though, because it is...
Oh, wow, the time flew.
It is 9 o'clock. We didn't get too much done on like an animation side of things, but we got a lot of the scene building.
I enjoyed the
figured out. So I'm happy with how some of that lighting's turning out. I need to get all the animated and done and camera figured out. Blah blah blah.
I'm burned out on cons. Well, NACON is going to be in Baltimore again, which has a layer of nostalgia to it.
Well, I'm like, I used to be that I liked doing like 4 cons a year, but not really anymore.
3 is my limit.
I would say 3 is my limit, but I really just kind of prefer 2 because 2 makes it a 6 months between. But a lot of the, like, we've had it before where between BabsCon and Winnie, they used to be sometimes 2 weeks apart. That was rough. The nice thing is, like, if I do prep for one panel, I could just give it to the next one. Like, I could just put in the same panels and be the same thing. Yeah. But still, it was like, ugh. Flex with T-Rex. Look at that little plushie. It was so good.
I feel like I want to do Winnie, and I want to do Cider, and then one other con.
So Gemma just supermarket together. I don't know what that is.
Is that the grocery store? Is he streaming the grocery store?
No, Supermarket Together is probably a game.
You say that, and then he's just going to be at freaking high.
So he's the only one playing it, so yeah, who knows?
I think he's just
it's a game. It's a game.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a very popular game for streaming. Star Song we just rated last time.
We just got horse.
We just started saying we just did every time we look, there's nobody, or it's either nobody or just people that we don't follow that we just are like, oh yeah, that person.
They got a cute horse. Where's a cute horse? That's a cute horse.
It's just a cute horse. What is this one?
They got one person watching. That's a cool horse.
Is this one?
What are they doing?
I don't know what they're playing, but like, is this? Oh, this is a Spanish one.
Oh.
Ironside's on playing Faster Than Light.
Oh, that's a fun game.
And that's a horse.
That is a horse. Is it a cool horse?
That's a whatever. Cool okay. No, I don't see any horse. No, Ironside's playing Faster Than Light. I know people like
a very cute horse.
But it's a horse.
Mm-hmm. It's Fast and Light though, so I do like Fast and Light.
Would you rather have like horse or no horse?
Go do this horse, but chat, and this is very important, and you have to do this. Ask them when they're going to get their Marrow C VTuber.
No.
Ask them when Mare.
No, because that could be actually like mean.
Why?
Like, what if they're self-conscious about something?
About their OC?
No, just about other people saying that, and they're like, no, I think that's kind of mean. You don't know when people have weirdness on things.
Can I show them mayor butt? Yes.
You could do the derpy butt.
You can show them mayor butt.
Oh, look at they got the best streamer, best viewers on streamboo.com. There, that was gone pretty quick. Good job, Inorganic.
Just go when mayor.
Thank you to Till Kingdom 92999 for the follow. When was that? Did I miss that? That must have been. Oh, that was like. Oh, yeah. That was. Oh, yeah. Actually, never mind. That was actually like pre-stream, and that person is 100% just somebody that came on to try to get me to follow them on Discord to do some hacking.
Yeah.
They said, "Can I go back far enough for it?" It was. I don't think so.
No, was it?
No, I can't go back far enough. It was like, "Hi, I've really grown to love your streams and the content that you make. Do you mind if you could follow me on Discord?" I'm like, okay, that just sounds like every sponsor ad I've ever
Or
gotten.
it could just be
like
it's like somebody who's like super like, I want to be your friend.
The amount of times that I could have an email that starts with the words, "We love your content and we think that our product would be a perfect fit for our classic 3 toaster like combo thing." I'm like, what? Anyway, we'll see you all on Friday, and we'll see you. Goodbye.
If you had a toaster, you got to prepare ponies.